SoFloRadio.com.
Moist. Towelette. Moist. Towelette. Moist. Towelette. Moist. Towelette. Does it make me gay? If I'm clean and neat, there's olive oil all over the place. He rubs it on his feet. Moist. Towelette. Moist. Towelette. I keep one in my wallet, in the pouch where my rubber is stored. The rubber's been there since I got it, at the Gag Shop Comedy Store. Moist. Towelette. Moist. Towelette. I use them on a toilet seat until it glows, and as a filter for my nose, 'cause people stink, you know. I use it on the desk, on the monitor glass, and it doesn't miss a lick when I wipe it on my ass. Moist. Towelette. Moist. Towelette. Moist. Towelette. Can I go home now?
I'm a big believer in net neutrality.
I am a strong supporter of net neutrality.
Nobody is listening to your telephone calls.
That's all I ever get from you.
I have said repeatedly that I intend to close Guantanamo, and I will follow through on that.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
One of the best things about the internet, which is there's this incredible equality there. And I want to maintain that basic principle in how the internet functions. And so as president, I'm going to make sure that that is the principle that my FCC commissioners are applying as we move forward.
I will take a backseat to no one in my commitment to network neutrality. Because once providers start to privilege some applications or websites over others, then the smaller voices get squeezed out and we all lose. The internet is perhaps the most open network in history, and we have to keep it that way.
You can't hide your light.
Some of the bigger carriers who would like to extract more money from wealthier customers, we think that runs counter to the whole spirit of openness that has made the internet such a powerful engine for not only economic growth, but also for the generation of ideas and creativity. We have to ensure free and full exchange of information, and that starts with an open internet.
It stinks in Miami town at 560 WQAM.
Living in Miami can be very crappy. With malcontent Julio, politicians fresh off the boat, apathy. It don't matter to me, I don't care. I don't care. Outside of Skookins and Chugs Inc., South Florida is boring. It's malls and parking lots, early birds and old farts, oh fuck me. This place really stinks, but I don't care. I don't care. Whatever happened to all the good things we used to have? Nobody gives a crap, and it's controlled by dumb assholes. It's the land of the brain dead, so I prefer to scratch my balls instead. I don't care. get cold.
That's a Matagone. Are you trying to say Mary Cohen? Are you trying to say Mary Cohen?
Did you know Mary
My good
Cohen?
friend Mary Cohen. Yeah, I just had breakfast with her. Actually, I had breakfast with you. I tried to save you half of it over there.
Hash brown
Then-
over here.
Yeah, and a nice clean fork. And I'd offer you a napkin, but we're a napkin short on the show today. Welcome to the George Rodriguez Show on SoFloRadio.com. It's a Spic and Suds show, but Suds, he'll be along whenever he gets here. And, of course, the beautiful Boca Brit by my side on the left side of your screen. If you're watching us on SoFlo Television. And then we'll be uploading the show to our YouTube channel, SoFlo Vision. Please subscribe so that we can eventually get our programming live on there. And it's for no particularly good reason, except that it'll all be in one place. You can watch the live feed on YouTube, although there's a technical logistical thing, at least with Ustream, even though they play ads over the top of the programming, it's the same link every time. So we can just keep that window there, and when something live happens, boom, it opens up. Although we're not streaming right now, Jack. I don't know if you noticed that. See where it says stream? The button that says stream? Up in the upper left-hand corner where it says stream? Yeah.
So speaking of stream, I'm going to have to make that long sojourn.
There you go.
Soon. So
Now we're streaming. At least we're recording. Now we're live on SoFlo Television.
Live.
.com.
For
just to make Alan happy, who just continues to talk my ear. I love you, Alan. Speaking of Alan, stay tuned for the She's Only Rock and Roll SoFloRadio.com She Play coming up 3 o'clock.
Sorry, Alan, I'm wearing capris.
Lately consists of. He polished his mirror shoes for nothing.
Yeah.
Lately, the She Play consists of Sonny Vax interviewing comedians, which is actually not bad. I mean, those because they're saying words like poo-poo, like poo-poo and fornicate.
Yeah, I don't
They're
think
saying fucking shit and everything. It's very uncensored interviews with stand-up comics that you wouldn't normally hear on the radio, but here in the open forum of SoFloRadio.com, you can. Stay tuned for a lot of new shows coming on SoFloRadio.com. Larry the Amigo Show back tomorrow after a 2-week hiatus with a 3-hour show now from 9 till noon. And then at some point, it's a relaunch. And at some point, I don't know if it's going to be this weekend or the next one or something, there are going to be some, like 2 other shows on Saturday and then 2 other shows during the week as we continue to populate the station. We continue winning by default. All this time later. Next month will be 5 years, the 5-year anniversary of us doing this.
July 5th.
Me doing the show, right, on the radio. And then immediately afterwards, on July the 9th, I'm going to Montana. For 2 weeks, yeah.
Good.
The tickets
Good
are purchased. So thank you for my sister to
nice
purchase
to
the tickets. Yeah, will be. And the summer, that'll be a perfect time to go there. July, August, yeah, there are a couple of warm days there in Montana.
For an hour. Yeah.
Lots of jokes, back and forth jokes for different things, because we were talking before the show about South Florida. There are things to like and things to dislike about everywhere. Now, I know why you like New York. I like New York, but you know, the environment, the economy, you can get work there, especially if you're in show business, doing VO and everything like that. This is you gotta just kind of accept the reality of all the different places and make the best of where you're at. You know, it's like love the one you're if you can't be with the one you love the one you're with. And I'm not suggesting that you love South Florida, although I love something about South Florida, and it's called the beach. More on that later.
Well, let me add to that, because there is one thing Florida is a great place to go when you're done. It doesn't matter what it is.
Sure, like
when
marriage.
you're done doing things or doing something,
sure,
then you come to Florida.
And very, very good lead into the question that I was going to ask, because if you won some kind of a weird lottery or one of those a sweepstakes, a sweepstakes where you win, you know, and income. It's not a great deal of money, but it's enough so where you don't have to work, but you got to stay here. What would you do? What would you do if you had a lot of time, not a lot of money, but you didn't have to work? You got this income coming in, you don't have to work, so you got all this time, and you're here in South Florida.
Florida's great for that.
What would you be doing? What would you do, Boca? All right, Jack would go to the beach. They let black people at the beach? South Beach?
Yeah, as long as you don't get in the water.
All right, because it washes off, doesn't it? We got more on that. We got to have some black humor coming up on the show.
So I was too soon on that.
I didn't. Sorry, I was too busy talking to Jack.
Chicken Bone Beach.
Chicken Bone?
Boardwalk Empire.
Oh yeah, no. Nobody. No, me and you and Suds. I don't know if even Suds gets the Boardwalk Empire jokes, but yeah, I can't. I wish. I wish it would come only one more season of that.
That's
Boardwalk
a
Empire.
shame.
Meanwhile, back to it. So
Fargo.
Fargo.
Yay!
Yeah, this Fargo
What
series. I'm holding my
fun.
breath. Well, yeah.
Did you see
Great idea. No, I didn't. Is it good?
Oh, no.
All right. Well, I'm writing it down. I've been busy going to the
They
beach.
wrote it for you.
Well, the movie's totally, because that
Same-
ties into
same
Montana.
guy.
I'm all over the place, all over the place.
And they're holding true to the movie. It's great.
Oh, excellent. I
Watch
can't wait
it from
then.
1.
What channel is it on?
FX, I think.
Oh, excellent. All right. That'll give me some homework, because now that, what is it, Boardwalk Empire only has one more year. There's no more Walking Dead right now, so the daughter and I, the 25-year-old, are looking for things to watch. So meanwhile, back to your income. Jack would go to the beach. You know, would you go to the beach, wear a bikini, get a thong bikini? Saw boobies on Hollywood Beach the other day. Last week, the week before, I forget. They're all. It's becoming so routine. All the days are starting to blur into each other.
Poor thing.
But
it's a Friday.
Because see, here's the thing. My situation now that the dust has settled on all the drama and trauma of my divorce and fighting in courts over who gets the kid for how long and who has to pay what and all this other horse crap that you got to put up with. I find myself with a lot of free time during the day. Unless I'm here actively producing a show, a lot of what I do is automated. I can do it in the evening, do some computer work in the morning, which I'm trying to do less of. Remember how Neil used to say, less work, more pay? Neil and Mandich used to chant that mantra. Amen. Work is for suckers. And I got to get away from the computer. I'm getting the carpal tunnel. I'm getting the arthritis, the rheumatism from on the computers. There's no end to it. There's never, if I sat there and I did everything that I'm supposed to do, I would still be on the computer. I just got to get up and walk away. And that's what happened to me. The audience has already been through this with me. I sat there on the first day of the week that I would normally have gone to pick my daughter up from school, and I wasn't going to be doing that anymore. Despite my efforts, my best efforts, and a lot of money and a lot of court time trying to make things different. I could still be in court. I have the material. Like, I could still be fighting a custody battle. Like actually make it a custody battle this time as opposed to mediation back and forth. But that would cost a lot of money. It would cost a lot of money, and you know what? This is a fine consolation prize, to be able to go to the beach whenever I feel like it. Because it's right there. It's right there. It's a half-hour bike ride away. And I'm going to continue to enjoy that lifestyle that Florida has to offer until I get an opportunity. And by that I mean they'd have to offer me a lot of money at some point. Like, what's it worth to you to drag your ass off the beach for the day? How much would they have to pay you? You could be at the beach sipping on a margarita next to some beautiful friend,
great, you could
or or you could go to work that day. How much would it take to drag your ass off the beach? Like, I gotta get up and rinse the sand off my feet and go do something, because you don't have to. Understand something? You don't have to. Bills are gonna get paid. You're doing all right, but so you can really name your price when you have that kind of freedom. So everything's great. I'm going skating a lot, biking to the beach a lot. I need to do more dancing. I'm going to do more dancing now.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's the only thing that's missing. I'm just going to start leading the active lifestyle that was taken from me, or not really taken from me. I allowed it. I allowed it to be taken from me. I allowed the lowest common denominator principle to take over my life. Because when you're with someone, because you said Florida's a good place to go when you're done, that's how I feel about marriage. Don't get married until you're ready to stop doing everything you like. And I didn't know that going into it. I didn't know that that's what was going to happen in my life, is that everything that I enjoyed doing was going to stop. And it didn't take a long time, but it didn't happen all at once either. It's like that crab principle. How do you cook a crab? You have to turn the water up slowly, so it doesn't realize that it's being cooked until it's too late. I'm dead, I'm cooked.
I think you and I are in line with the marriage equality laws that have around the fence.
Oh, no.
Yes, it's great they're getting equality.
I have a perfect... Listen, I'm gearing up. You'll love this, because in preparation for my trip to Montana, my sister made a special point to call me the other day to warn me about how racist her sons-in-law are.
Do tell.
3 out of 4 of my nieces up there, 3 out of 4 of her daughters have married typical Montana men. Now, it's not as simple as all that. Now, I want to stress that there's a big difference between the mountain men of the Rockies and the Appalachian hillbillies. It's a world of difference. 2 completely different environments. The only similarity is 3D terrain. But completely different ethnic background, completely different mentality. The hillbilly and the mountain men are as dissimilar as night and day. For one thing, mountain men are very, very independent, and the hillbillies are part of a community. They're community-type people. Like, that's why they're all inbred. Yeah, you understand. And they're very ancient. That culture goes all the way back to colonial days when people wanted to get away from everybody else so that they could lead their degenerate lifestyles up there. Whereas the mountain men like Jeremiah Johnson, they just wanted to be left the fuck alone. They weren't inbred. They didn't have communities. That was the opposite of that. So you've got these
sister had 3 nipples.
Yeah, those are the hillbillies. Purple. But in that area in Montana, that's where you have like the Ruby Ridge thing and the Idaho Panhandle. You've got people who, out of ignorance, and I do mean ignorance because you understand that there are people up there that have only ever seen black people on television. Yeah. All right, they think that black people are the Cosby Show or the Jeffersons, and so my sister is saying, they're this and they're that, and it's like, well, those poor boys, because these are my niece's age people, and they're like in their 20s and 30s. Those poor boys, because I remember what it was like to be there. They don't know anything about anything outside of that area. So, and everyone there is of Scandinavian descent or they're California hippie refugees.
Their parents drop their asses off in Liberty City.
That might happen. You ever watch those Amish shows like Amish in the City and Breaking Amish, where they take these Amish kids and take them to New York and freak them out?
Yeah,
it's like that.
Maybe you can answer this question regarding that area, because I listened to 92.1. I listened to the Mike in Madison.
I never heard of him. Yeah.
Only because it's the only place.
By the way, I got squeeze balls, free swag, which you would like.
I always carries mine around.
I have a ball here.
And
I'm going to open the wrapper. Mike and the Mechanic Show? What did you say? Mike and who?
No. In case Alan's listening, I have squeeze balls too, Alan. So
they wheeze when you squeeze. So no.
So I'm listening to Madison all the time.
All right.
And I noticed that it's a very... You know how you said they were hippie-like?
The area was originally founded by Scandinavian miners and lumberjacks and things like that, like the Fargo people. Oh yeah, sure.
That's what it's like.
Oh yeah,
they're very polite.
Very polite. Oh my God.
Yeah, and
it's like, I describe it like Hobbiton, like you ever see Lord of the Rings with the hobbits, where they just drink and eat all day long and are just so nice and they know no violence, but they're large. They're big.
He's a star, by the way.
Who is that?
The Hobbit is the star of Fargo.
Oh,
I can't remember his name.
No.
Great actor.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh man, why?
The guy that played in Rudy?
The recent Hobbit movie, the new one,
the fudgy one.
Oh, the most recent Hobbit movie. Oh, yeah, I can't think of his name.
At any rate,
I don't know what you're talking. Yeah, he's a good actor.
They have like commercials on there for Indian jewelry, things like this. And then you look at their government in that state. How does that happen?
They don't know. They just really don't know. They really think that the Republicans are their people because they believe it. These are very trusting people. These are people that don't live in an environment where there are con artists, so they tend to believe what they want to believe. They just... Like the Republicans do a really good job of telling people, they gain power from this, because eventually we're going to talk about the gun thing, but they gain power two ways. What does the right wing tell middle America that keeps middle America from seeing how obviously evil they are? And there's two things. The government wants to take away your guns and give your money to niggers. That's what they just keep saying to them over and over and over again. So...
See, Jack would say it.
Yeah. Well, that's coming up. We got a thing coming up.
There's no repercussions.
This is all leading somewhere. I think you're going to want to participate in the street comedy routine that we're going to be working on over here. So these people they're just very isolated. They call them flyover states because they don't interact with different kinds of people.
Niggas.
Or trannies, or spics, or kikes, or
but then they wind up with Scott Walker to like him.
They just don't know. They're just a very isolated. They only get one message. It's kind of innocence. I call it Archie Bunker bigotry. It's born of innocence. You understand? Archie Bunker was a bigot, but he was a lovable character because you understood that he was very old school, and he was raised in an environment where he wasn't exposed to other people, so he had these preconceived notions, and the right wing plays upon their preconceived notions and plays upon their fears, but they are incredibly polite and nice, door opening, hat tipping, wonderful, warm. So now I got nice. So my sister calls up and says, "I just want to warn you, my nephews. Your nephews-in-law
Hold on,
your niece's
motherfucker.
husbands, they're gonna be, they say things that they shouldn't say, inappropriate things. They're not very politically correct, and I just want to brace you for that. And they hate Obama, and I go, well, me too, but probably for different reasons. They probably they probably like him because
Far from
he's
the skin color. There's a lot not to like.
Sure. If they probably are very
more like you than you know,
like the drone program, they're probably very happy with us, blowing up brown people on the other side of the world. But I don't like that. See, so we have different reasons to dislike Obama. So, but they tell them things and they believe it, and they've got the packaging and the marketing. So anyway, so I'm gonna have to be talking to these people, and so I'm thinking of playing a little bit of a joke on them. Because I don't know if you've ever heard of street magic, the Chris Angel thing. What he does is he calls it street magic, where he'll go out in a public park or somewhere like that and basically do pranks, do things out in the open that are magic tricks, but people don't know what's going on. Like in one of them, he pulled that girl apart, which was really well done. I don't know if you ever saw this. He grabbed a girl, and he had one of these women that doesn't have a lower torso, and sitting on a set of prosthetic legs, and he pulled her apart right there, and she goes running off on her arms, and everybody in the park was like, "Oh my God, he pulled a woman apart!" Things like that. So I'm thinking street comedy, not like Candid Cam or like that, but comedy routines where the people that are involved in the comedy routine don't necessarily know that it's a comedy routine. And this is a thought experiment that you can help me with over here, because I think it has a lot of potential with different minorities. What Jack and I are working out over here is what I'm gonna explain to them. I'm gonna lead into it, but I'm gonna explain to them that it's wrong to say the N-word if you're not black. So, but hey,
well, you're kind of messing up the routine, because you're completely off as far as like how we were gonna do this routine.
Oh, I'm gonna ambush them.
They're not allowed to say what?
Nigger. Right. So I'm going to walk out on the porch while we're drinking beer or something like that, and when nobody's around, and although I want to get my daughter to videotape it or something like that, or have the video watch that Jack wants to get me, I'm going to come out and I'm going to say, "So I heard you boys like nigger jokes." And they go,
"Let me tell you something about the nigger."
Well, me too. Yeah. Oh, that's my hero, the welfare rancher,
the Cliven Bundy.
Cloven Bundy. I love this name. How can I have a name like Cliven? You can eat an animal with a cloven hoof, but not if it's Cliven. So
put the farm from Jews.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my phone. Jack has an iPhone. I know. Jack has an iPhone too. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to say, "I heard you boys." I heard you boys like nigger jokes, and they look shocked and go, "I do too, but it's wrong to use that word." Yeah. But wait. So here's how we do it. I have a. It's like you probably need to get you one of these. I have a nigger. I'm like, what? They go, what's that? To go. I have a friend who's black, and whenever I want to use the N-word, he says it for me. So I'm going to call Jack up on FaceTime.
To be more PC, just say you have a black app.
A black app. I call it Black FaceTime.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And I'm going to dial Jack up. I'm going to send him a text ahead of time, make sure he's on Jack. I'm going to dial Jack up, and then there's Jack going to be there, and when he goes, "Hey, my nigga, what's going on? Assalamu alaikum." We'll come up with some blackanese stuff we can say to each other that'll really confuse them.
What's up, nigga?
And so I'm going to do the joke, and Jack is going to deliver the punchline. For example, I'm going to say, "All right, ready, Jack?" And Jack will be ready. "All right, what do you call a black man who drives a Mercedes and wears an Armani suit?"
Nigga.
You think they'll like that? What has 8 legs and says "Odie do, odie do"?
I ain't that nigga, but nigga.
Well,
4
nigga
running for an elevator.
It's kind of dated, but Acura used to have a car brand called the Vigor.
The Vigor?
Vigor.
Who drives the Vigor?
A nigga.
So like that. We're going to Google some. Jack had a great idea. We'll Google black jokes and.
Niggajoke.com.
And then the computer will explode. After the computer explodes,
why don't they minimize that word like they're trying to minimize all these other words?
Boca might explode.
Well, that's what we're doing.
That's the idea.
Well,
minimize it into it meaning nothing.
Some people are all in favor of that. See, here's the thing.
It's usually uppity niggas.
It's
you know what word they're trying to minimize now? Right. First of all, they minimized people. Because we're not people anymore. We're
PPL.
folks.
Oh, we're folks.
We're just folks.
Who's we?
But they're minimizing this word, compromise. You'll watch any number of ads by major companies. Compromise sucks. We're uncompromising.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to compromise. Since when is compromise
That's a
bad thing to do?
Yeah.
I don't want to compromise with what you're
when
saying.
we put our shoes on in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
Some
glad
people have
you
to
do.
compromise their egos.
That's true, but hey, really? What are you talking about?
well,
I mean,
compromising sucks. Don't compromise.
No, well, I always thought the right wing calls, like, when the right wing is in power, it's like, no compromise, no compromise. And then when they lose an election, it's like, I think it's time for compromise. I think it's time for compromise. Which is funny to them. So anyway, we can do the same kind of street humor with, after I have my way with Jack on the phone over there, then I can go, that's why we got to come up with some tranny jokes. Like, wait a minute, I want to tell some tranny jokes. And that's when I'll dial you up. But we got to figure out what
Dial
voice.
me up on the phone?
On FaceTime.
That's right, I'm a tranny.
Yeah.
You doing good
I have a designated tranny that I'd like to get on the phone here so I can tell some.
What do you think of my
tranny
tits,
jokes?
Norton?
But what voice you should be using when you come up on the screen?
Is my
That's
clit
the
big enough?
$1,000,000 question.
Oh.
Should it be Mo Howard David did? Should it be Don? Because you can sound like anything. It's like, how are we going to freak these boys out?
Could be Don Sterling. I woke up this morning and I had no penis.
What's the manliest voice you do?
I can't
Because I think
even
Mo
give
Howard
it
David
up.
is a pretty manly.
Mo
voice.
Howard David. That's
Mo
the
Howard
most
David.
testosteronic, what do you call it?
I like that Donald Sterling.
The
Not a
Donald
bad
Sterling
idea.
sounds a lot like Al Goldstein.
What's a Jew to do? He buys an NBA basketball team and he's surrounded by coloreds. I don't understand.
Dude, Al Goldstein. I'm gonna be Al Goldstein and you be Donald Sterling. We'll have Jew
hello,
talk.
Al. You know, people don't understand us bigoted Jews.
You know, everybody knows that I like the Negro look. I give this one a career opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, I allow him to wash the dishes and buy me breakfast.
I took care of these people.
I bought them cars.
But
gave them houses.
The door is always open. They can come in and talk.
I let them shine my
I always have fresh watermelon
Get
for
the
them.
shine box, Tommy.
Have a nice fresh box of chicken.
I have the bucket of chicken under the heat lamp so that it's always hot because I know those people
They
like
love
the chicken hot.
And then they leave the bones
You know,
on
and they don't
the
even.
beach.
leave the bones.
I buy the breast and thigh bucket. I buy the breast
Why
and
did
thigh
they
bucket.
throw bones out the car window?
I don't even call them niggas. I call them black people. I at least give them that much decency.
I give the Negroes their own due.
They're ungrateful. They're ungrateful.
Not that I'm prejudiced against any of the Spics, niggas,
He's
and
great.
Wops, and whatever.
You kind of look like one of them. Is that
Like
what
what?
he said to Anderson Cooper during the interview? I
You
don't
look
know.
like
You
a gay man. Are you one of them fag?
Are you
a fag boy?
Are you a fag?
Are you a fagula? Are you a no, we
When
gotta
you take it down just a lot, notches, so he could say
think,
I'm a retired Jew living on a pension.
just one.
With a bad prostate.
One notch away, and then his wife says he's got dementia. Newsflash!
No, Captain Obvious
What, he's
has
80
just spoken.
82, 84,
180.
something like that. And I'm trying to have sex with this
like
woman.
this
And I
I
can't
go,
get it
oh, I
out.
get it. That's pillow talk because the girls that I know, bigoted talk really gets them hot.
Yeah.
You know, because when
Glacier.
I go to Okomo Trailer Park, right under the I-95 and Johnson Underpass over there, the Okomo Trailer Park, and I start throwing the N-word around. They come running.
Yeah.
They come running in their short and their cut off pants and their halter top.
Yeah.
They come running barefoot. I take them right across the street to the food spot for some malt liquor, and it's
Hey, talk me to the food spot.
Yeah. And
I
beef
got me
jerky.
a blue drink.
I like that one.
they don't have, since it's the food spot, they don't have Slurpee brand Slurpees.
Blue.
They're
Brain
s-
freeze.
yes,
Blue.
They're red and blue on ice.
We've got red, blue, and
We just
big
call
blue.
them ices.
Blue shows pretty. I don't know what it be.
So that's what I'm going to be doing in Montana. Stay tuned for the pranks, and you can help me work on some more. But I think that we should do, because after I hang up with Jack, because the routine was going to go on, I'm going to go. Wait a minute. Jack is also Haitian, so we can tell some Haitian jokes.
Clean dishes and
Yeah.
bathroom attendant.
Do you remember the punchlines for these? How do you get 40 Haitians into a wash tub?
Say that it floats.
That's right, man.
Hey, George.
What?
Fuck you.
Oh. See, there's going to be a moral of the story. When they hang up and they have all these shocked looks on their faces, I'm going to say, now see here, you sheltered boys. if anybody has an excuse to have a problem with anybody else, it ought to be the people that live all around each other. But but we managed to work it out. And when your friends know that you're cool and your friends know where you stand, then you can have these kinds of relationships and crack jokes and everything, and it's all cool because they know where you stand. They know that when it comes down to it, you'll be right there with them on the same side of the trenches, not with your hillbilly ass. Oh, excuse me, mountain man ass.
Mountain man ass. And if that doesn't work, always give me a call back, and I'll feel free to give them a nice, fresh, black, but cussing out. Listen here, you Paul Bunyan, bear fucking boot wearing.
They do wear some
knuckle dragging.
It's funny when they say it. But when I say it, I get in all this trouble.
Hey, let me tell you something, Donald. I'll explain something to you. There are just double standards that just don't work. Like, I saw this posting on Facebook where they had these actors reenact domestic violence on the street, right? This
how
female.
How can I participate?
No, it won't work with you because you'll actually mean it. But
I'm the victim. I don't know what you're talking about.
Then you'll like the outcome of this story. Okay, they had the scenario where the male was attacking the female, and you had onlookers looking, and women, threatening to call the police. One guy towards the end walked in like, "Hey, you shouldn't be doing that." Blah 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 blah. Okay, they flip the scenario, and she's going at it. She's giving him the business, hemming him up, and punching him, and all this other stuff, and nobody did shit. Nobody did anything.
Done that. It's horrible.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not.
Where was this?
This was. They had English accents, so it had to be across the pond. But those are double standards. Those are double standards that are out there. Black people can have their crutches or whatever you want to call them that we deal with. We could say that. A white man can't walk around begging me for change or saying how hard life is.
That'd be funny.
That would be funny. It actually happened at the Tri-World while I was at the bus.
Oh, we should. There's more street comedy. We say like I'll come up like we'll dress you in an Armani suit and I'll come up looking like a homeless person and you like kick me into the tracks. Get out of here, you bum! Get a job, bum!
Write that down. Write that down. But there's just certain double standards that are out there that look. It is what it is. I can't say certain things. You can't say certain things. I can't scream rape and expect people to feel sorry for me. Oh, she raped me. Really?
To muddy the issue further,
what?
But on a much, much smaller scale.
Okay.
There's a small equivalency with what's going on in my community with the tranny.
I was going to say, you were talking about the old people community in Tamarack or the LBG alphabet soup community?
They hit on me online, those people.
By the way, the LGTB, but come up with an acronym that's a sayable word. It'll be way easier and more helpful.
For what?
LGBT.
See, people have a problem with that. The LGBT community.
Yeah.
It needs to be an acronym that says something like gay, Acme, or
look. I'm lucky they got
Zing,
that far.
Zing.
Everything is a
wowzer.
Oh, we can't say this. We can't say that.
Go on with your simus.
Did you know that you're now cisgender?
A cisgender?
Are you aware of this?
I have no idea what that means.
Straight.
Means
now
cisgender.
They redefine. This is what they worry about. Little tiny bullshit all day.
Where is this meeting room? Where's this meeting room where they're coming up with this shit?
Please tell me.
Leadership of the community, whoever the fuck they think they are. You'll see it online, these memes. Now it's straight people are not, they're cis.
I understand.
Tranny, they're
transgender, of course.
It's a bad word.
Cisgender.
Don't you? It's
oh
not
boy.
Nigga. They're saying tranny.
Negro.
And I like how he says
this.
I like how she says it. She says nigga.
Say
it like
with
a
the H.
Say it like there's no H. There's an H.
We're not putting the H on it to be ghetto. We're just refined, nigga.
I'm like,
refined.
Oh, that's my nigga.
So how long have I been? You dubbed me the radical tranny. I've been a radical tranny for how many fucking years now?
It's like my co-host is a militant tranny.
And these closet assholes are coming online saying we don't like you using the word tranny. They came after me on Nicole's show. Oh yeah.
What? Now, so what is it then? If it's not transgendered, it's transgender.
It's got to be specific under the umbrella of definitions they've already defined for us, and it
because
changes week to week.
I understand that there's I understand because you understand that I have an let's be technically correct here for the next minute. I have a daughter who has autism spectrum disorder. is the term for it. It's probably Asperger's. We thought it might have been much worse. Nevertheless,
great prize.
Autism spectrum disorder. You can't say to someone who doesn't have that is not normal, because then you're implying that your child is not normal. By the way, my child is not normal. All right? Straight up.
I hang out with KJ, so I know what you're saying.
Yeah, and normal is, we don't even know what normal is anymore. But that's a neurotypical child. It's like, well, how is that different? How is that label different than normal? Oh, God forbid that she should hear other children referred to as normal. Now she's going to hear other children referred to as neurotypical. What the hell is that, Dad? Normal. Oh, why did they just say normal? I don't know, honey.
Get used to a certain way of saying things, and then have to change it.
So I understand that now there's a transgendered spectrum. See, there's an entire tapestry of transgenderism out there, and I can't use an all-inclusive term now. I have to be very specific to the type of.
Yeah, and I'll get back to you when they figure out what the fucking term's gonna be.
Yeah,
it changes week to week to week. We're either transgenders only, or we're so you gender this. I got my genders over here. They can't fucking. They can't decide. You know what it's like, the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
It's disorganized.
Is it
fractured?
Oh, it's the same thing. It's the same thing in the black community.
I'm sure. Where was the meeting room when they decided upon African American? Because because Africa is a continent that has every ethnicity represented.
Exactly.
So you're not being black specific or with.
Well, how about Afro American? I don't like to be called that.
Well, that implies a hairstyle.
Exactly. How about, well, I've recently filled out an application, and I saw the new categories on there now. Like, are you Hispanic, black Hispanic? Are you gendered? Not answer. I
never thought I would appreciate Spanish, because it has only ever been the same, and the people of color of Spanish-speaking countries don't have a problem with it, because negro means black, and there it is.
Yep.
Blanco, negro, and then betweens are mulattos, and there it is, and that's a chino.
Well, it was recently brought to my attention.
That's a judío. That's a Jew. You know.
You and I used to talk about that.
Sure.
Negro's black. So if you're in Cuba or you're in Spain, and you say negro,
right? That's a black person. It's not a derogatory term. It's the name of it's how you say the color.
I heard it became un-PC back when LBJ was president, because he used to pronounce Negro negra. And then it was like everybody stopped saying Negro. Was accepted at that point. Then they went to the African American. I could be wrong.
No, it went black. It was black first. It was black for a long time.
Was it black?
Oh yeah. Okay. And it's still black. I still hear black people saying black.
Not
everybody says African American. First of all, it's really long. Black is one syllable word.
Yeah.
African American is a description.
Black, white, cock.
And I'm thinking now. So let's say that like there's Charlize Theron. There are lots of Arabic peoples, in Africa, and they hear as African American and like, wait a minute, I'm an African American, but but I'm Egyptian and I'm not black.
Oh, that's not part of Africa.
But what if you have no roots in Africa? Then how does that apply? Then? What if you're a black person who doesn't have any background in Africa?
Well, let's take the Jamaicans and the Haitians, for example, because they don't like African American, because they have their own national heritage that they're very proud of, because in both cases they emancipated themselves from the white man, and they don't want to give up that badge of honor, and deservedly so.
But honestly,
it's like, I'm a Jamaican American.
Yeah, but an African American can make the argument is that motherfucker, they dropped you off there before they came here, so you're no different. I mean, the Haitians have more to stand on because they whooped the French's asses and took over.
And the Jamaicans whooped the English ass.
Eventually.
They did, eventually. Well, they stood their ground, and the English went away. That's kind of like winning.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah.
By the way, very good show, John Oliver, this week.
I'd rather kick your ass, though.
Oh, I got to watch the John Oliver show, because I really like it.
You know what it is?
What?
Daily Show on HBO.
Okay, so he says
just unedited.
Yeah.
If I could put that Mitch McConnell video up.
Why don't they make do they make YouTube unedited daily shows available? Yeah, this thing's not working right for some reason.
Daily shows, the full episodes are loaded right after they air.
That are uncensored?
No, that's the weird part.
I know, and that's the thing. We keep we keep having that conversation here on SoFloRadio.com, but I really have to keep going back to the First Amendment and the purity of it, and the I don't believe in insulting the audience's intelligence, and I don't believe in censoring the talk show hosts. I believe in capturing their emotions, their feeling. I mean, Nicole says bullshit and fucking everything, sometimes at the wrong time. But when she says it on the air, it's really good. Did you hear that joke? And Nicole says fucking shit sometimes at the wrong time.
Yeah, I know.
We love Nicole. I'm going to be on her show on Monday. By the way, promoting it now.
Who said get the fuck off my phone on the air?
Yeah.
And yeah, nothing.
Well, he's a
nothing came of it, but
he's a fat Anglo male. He's a fat white Anglo male, isn't he?
A generican?
Yeah, he's a generican. That's my term. Registered trademark of George Rodriguez. A generican. He has no ethnic background. He sprouted forth from American soil. His family has always been here. They evolved out of the fossils of white dinosaurs in the Jurassic era.
Schultz?
Could you imagine when the Indians? Well, excuse me.
Schultz, he's German.
No, he evolved out of radio management is where he evolved from.
Ach du Liebe.
Yeah. Could you imagine when the Native Americans discovered him? Ooh, white man.
Schultz, looks tasty.
Yeah, white man.
I'm afraid this is not just. It's simply not going online. It's not doing anything. So.
I don't know what we can do. Well, we can
like
restart it or something like that. Is the only thing that I can think of doing. Yeah, no, we'll screw the whole thing up. We can just keep trying different browsers or something. I don't know what the deal is.
In fact, if you want to break, I'm set.
Okay, well then let's do the break. Don't forget, Boca's playing the breaks over here.
Cool.
And yeah, as soon as I figure out how to tell time, 19 till 1, SoFloRadio.com.
Longer, firmer, and fully packed with flavor. SoFloRadio.com.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, get in there and talk about www.com. You got them naked chicks on there, man. You go click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
Put a team of professional consultants behind your home or business computer with Key Information Solutions, providing solutions to your internet and computing needs while keeping you on the cutting edge of technology. Preventative maintenance and networking support, hardware and custom-built computers. Let Key Information Solutions be your personal tech staff for your home or office with affordable hourly, monthly, or annual rates to fit anyone's budget. Call Key Information Solutions now, 954-973-3374. That's 954-973-3374. Or visit keyinformation.com. SoFloRadio.com, your headquarters for weed and prostitution. To reach the George Rodriguez Show, Skype us at 954-999-00036. Anywhere in the world. 954-99-00036.
G is for the ghastly things it can do. U is for ugly rednecks who own more than two. N is for the NRA that wants your friends to die today. S is for the sedentary, pasty inbreds buying any guns. That phallic symbol pleases you. Guns supplement your teeny mushroom. Use your gun today to kill some kids for the NRA. Guns were made for schmucks like you. G is for the gory things you can do. U is undereducated, inbred goons. N is for the NRA, that spelled sideways says USA. Z, easy to get more of, all the death that you adore. Guns kill anyone who bothers you. Guns will make your weenie feel so huge. Use my gun here, take it. When you clean it, please don't break it. Guns were made to kill me too. Guns are made for schmucks like you. Guns were made to kill me and you.
You're on your mark. Get set for All American. 77 WABC. Virginary.
Now the Pope depends on you and the powers you possess. See since you saved his life with your flying scissor knife. He's got a job for you to do. You have a brand new style too. We love the way you flaunt your due. With the big V on your chest and bulletproof skin-tight dress, defending those who are oppressed. Moves with the speed of a gazelle, sends the bad guy straight to hell. When a building starts to blow with your image, then we know you're crushing crime with one mighty blow.
Hey, welcome back. 14 till 1, SoFloRadio.com, Spic and Suds Show. Suds will be along eventually, and then we got a surprise visitor.
Really?
Showing up later, yeah, because lots of surprises. But and just in general terms,
I just hope I make it back from the bathroom in time. Because in this place you got to hail a cab.
You do. You ever try those Heelys? Those Heely skates?
I'm gonna have to.
Speaking of skates, great session last night. Great roller skating session last night. The AC was nice and cool. The floor was nice and clean, and some people went. And I want to shout out to Angela from downstairs from the Drama Studio down there, and Eve from the Ben Garcia offices over here. Made a couple friends in the building since we moved in.
Was that the one we ran into?
Yes.
Yesterday? Oh, okay.
She came skating, and so did Angela, and they're both
lady.
beautiful ladies. And we're going to be getting some Thursday night skating momentum going over there at Galaxy, 8:30 to 11:30. It's adult night. That's when they play the really good, hard drive-in skate music. More of that. Now I'm up to skating 3 times a week, biking to the beach no fewer than 1 time a week. I'm going to try to get like 2 beach trips in every week. And now I got to find some dancing going on. Something local, something in Hollywood would be really nice. Something really cheap, something with no cover charge where people actually
along
dance.
The street, they shouldn't have a problem.
They got a lot of street music going on, kind of like the street comedy that we want to do, but it's not like a dance floor, like people dancing. They got the flamenco Buleria. If you ever want to go over there, Buleria, Restaurante Buleria. It's Spanish. It's like Spanish tapas, small plates, like the sausages and things, good wines.
Don't go there if you're
hungry. Then they got the flamenco. No, you do go there if you're hungry. Just keep ordering. Like, I want some of that. Everybody orders something, then just keep ordering. Yeah, but whatever.
They're good, but they're...
Sure. Well, that's... You're paying for the flamenco performances over there. But thank you so much to Angela and Eve for coming out last night, and also Chris and all the people that came out, and Yinzer and Kitten came out from the roller derby, and and go to the beach. Go to the beach, young lady. I mean, you can't see. Here's the thing. Let me tell you something about South Florida, and I don't want to call it depression because that's a clinical term, and I'm not no backyard psychiatrist. But just how about the suckitude, the suck factor? When I lived in Naranja, and most of the time we were at Alabama Jacks, we were doing the, that's when I was the free boat hand with my stepfather there for a while. And Alabama Jacks was nice, except that what I was doing on the boat, doing fiberglass repair, that was really sucky, getting sunburned. And Naranja, in a trailer park in Naranja, that's where we slept. It was horrible, horrible year. I got sucked into coming down here, and I don't know what I was thinking. He had gone completely crazy. So then when I started the repo job and started renting a house with Mother, after he took off with some fat chick and sank the boat, we were over here in North Miami, kind of like over the Ives Dairy Road area near the mall. Near the California Club Mall? No. Yeah, well, I mean, with the fat chick, not with my mom.
That was the road that Alabama always used to fly over.
He's dead now. So, anyway, that whole area over there, Ives Dairy, and that's not what I would call a bad neighborhood. It was a decent enough neighborhood, but boring as dog shit. Same thing with Naranja. Hot and boring as dog shit. It's still Florida. Hot, boring as dog shit. When I lived in the Redlands, hot, boring as dog shit. And then we moved from... and I didn't know any better. I knew the beach was there, but for some reason I had a mental block, like a lot of people do when they lived here. You're allowed to go to the beach whenever you want. Most of the places. They still got to Golden Beach in Hallandale where there's very little beach access because they bought up all the beachfront. All those buildings are there, and you don't want to go there anyway. Screw those people. But they're from South Beach to Hollywood Beach, Fort Lauderdale Beach, and all the way up the coast. They haven't built a fence around the beach yet. You're still actually allowed to go and be there as long as you want and ride your bike. And they have garbage cans, you know, for your garbage, and little showers and things. And if you're a man or have man parts, you can go to the bathroom wherever you want. It's not just for cats, you know. And this, I lived, I don't know how many years it was, 7, 8 years in Pembroke Pines. And even when I lived here in Hollywood,
don't say it.
You're a
don't
something.
Say it. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We're going to figure out a, you know, since they're changing the language so much, you should come up with your own word for you specifically. And if anybody describes you as anything other than that, you say, "I'll have you know, I'm a bocust." Whatever.
Yeah. Well,
come up with a whole new word. We'll come up with like an amalgam, something in an you know, an anagram or something.
There's one word. What? Oh, I had a problem with this.
Well, George,
trying not to crash it.
George, you want to know the other half of what you were talking about with Florida? Well, Boca always pointed this out. Also pointed this out, that Florida is the place that you go to when
you're done.
When you're done, but it's also the place you get trapped in.
Yeah.
Because once you get down here, I see a lot of Northerners do this. They come down here, done, and this doesn't cost as much as it does up in New York or in Philly, but you know, the thing about Florida is it's like a woman, a particular type of woman.
A fat skank?
Well, not really fat.
Okay.
You came down here for a reason. She's not fat.
Oh, she wasn't fat when I married her. No.
Right.
But she was a skank, though.
But she'll suck you dry.
There's one minority.
And when you are done, when she is done emptying your pockets, you have to eventually get a job down here. And by you getting a job, you lose complete sight of the beaches and all that other stuff.
Well, I lost sight of the beaches because I was living a lowest common denominator lifestyle. When you're married to someone and they're a fat shut-in and they don't want to go anywhere or do anything, and they bitch at you if you do, you wind up sitting next to them. There's nothing wrong with smoking dope, watching TV, and ordering pizza and Chinese food every day. Nothing. I mean, well, every day there is something wrong with that. I mean, that's a fun thing to do. Doesn't that sound fun? Except for the dope part, because you're not a smoker. Yeah. And it's very easy for me to get sucked into that kind of laissez-faire, lazy lifestyle. But under my own power, I like a variety. I like to have, you know, pizza and TV this day, and then beach the next day, and go roller skating the day after that, or bike riding. I like variety in my life, and I was just sitting there wasting my life next to someone who didn't like anything except stuffing their holes. That was it. The only thing that ever got her all animated was if there was an occasion and ability to stuff a hole with something. All of them, all at once, yeah. She didn't have no limits, like a buck, like a fucking guppy. So, but the beach was right there. I lived here for like 16 years in a house, still bike ride from the beach, and I had a fucking bike, and it sat there rusting until I lent it to my brother, and then they stole it 2 days after he died.
Oh, that was the same bike?
Down here.
Wow.
Say my Raleigh.
He died?
In the Raleigh 21 speed, yeah. He died because he was a fat smoker. And if you are, you will too. You know, you don't have to be fat. It's just a newsflash. I'm just throwing that out there for people.
My exercise regime.
Excellent. Again. Well, you're looking better.
Well, thanks.
Looking better. You're probably feeling better too.
3 miles a day, like I used to do all the time.
The bike was a life-changing thing, and getting back to the rink. So meanwhile, back to the beach. If you had the ability to do whatever you wanted to do during the day, why wouldn't you be at the beach? Just watching the waves and listening to the surf and the birds.
Go to the beach?
Anyway, well, there, I'm just letting you know.
Well, okay.
I'm just talking about my thing. That's why I'm not all bummed out.
It's great you go to the beach.
George seems happy, but he lost every legal battle, and I could still be fighting it. It's not like I don't have a lot of material, but I'm tired. I'm done, and I'm out of money.
Well, I don't want to say where I'm located.
Yeah, I know.
But
well, this is the moral of my story.
You know, the big concrete poles with the lights for the streets. Those are the trees.
I know.
So
I've been there.
You're lucky you live near the beach.
Is it? But you don't. But Hollywood's cheap. You know, you don't have to live there.
I don't want to go south.
Shh! Don't tell me.
This isn't south.
I don't want to go south. No.
This is south to you?
I don't want to put it in reverse.
This is south to you?
I bet you've done that numerous times.
This is paradise. Look out the window. There's a palm tree.
I tells you.
I'm a half-hour bike ride from the beach.
See here. You want to
half-hour
paradise?
Half-hour bike ride. Half-hour bike ride from the beach.
You do all that without baggy pants.
You pack a cooler, some snacks, and my my little I have a beach mat.
Maybe
it's a little recliner. It's like a drop cloth. I just drop it on the sand, and it's got a little recliner, and I sit back there with my margarita and my cigar. And what?
You can go there naked.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, speaking of naked, who showed up completely nude? Suds Coleman, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. He can help you with your eggs.
He wants to get an all-around
here. Oh, geez, look at that.
He's got a boner.
He's got a big black cock.
Hey, who stole my cock?
Well, they say that on the TV all the time. I keep hearing about the black caucus, and they say it over and over again. Well, the black caucus says it's not only is there a black caucus, but it talks.
That's what they say.
Got a lot to say. Well, what does the black caucus have to say about that?
I'll let you know in a minute.
Now to our black caucus.
You're over here. Move the eggs over. The Suds might not want to inhale your eggs. or he might.
You didn't do that Scorsese style.
Toast. Have some. It's white. It's white toast.
I love toast.
We were about the ballpark estimate is about an hour away from surprise visitor. Just warning you right now.
Had one already.
Oh no, Suds was not a surprise. He was a scheduled guest.
Well, we're having a surprise guest today.
Scoot over this way a little bit more. There you go.
Oh, what?
Oh, we want to see your punum.
I forgot about the Tiwi.
Sure.
Well, hey, look, everybody! I've got my Sonny Fox autograph edition shirt on.
I almost wore a. I save those for the beach now because I can ride my bike with them open. All this lifestyle change, everything, including the clothes that I wear on a daily basis, revolve around beach days. Oh no, this is for the beach. Oh no, this is my everyday sunscreen, not my beach sunscreen. I gotta save the good stuff for when I'm out in the sun all day long. People go, hey, can I borrow some sunscreen? Not that. That's the expensive stuff. That's for my face. No, give me that. That's the stuff that doesn't cause acne. I need that. For later. People over at the house is like, hey, can I have some of this beef jerky? No, that's for the beach.
Who's the guy who used to suntan all the time? Had a reputation.
George Hamilton.
Charlie Crist.
Yeah, George Hamilton.
Yeah, he's my hero.
Toothpicks between his toes.
Yeah. They did.
He did?
Like lengthwise?
Yeah. So his toes were spread out.
Perfect.
Tan between the toes.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah. That's dedication there. I bet you he's kicking himself ever since they invented that tan in a can.
Charlie Crist doing that in Boehner.
I bet he hates black people, too.
Yeah, Boehner.
Talk about an irony.
Now, are they doing the spray on? Because they're very orange. Like, Boehner's tan is very orange. That's not
so happens that one of his lobby friends owns this tan in a can company.
I see.
So it makes sense. He gets it for free, just like his cigarettes.
So he goes to the spray booth and does the slow rotisserie.
Nah, it's one of those spray bombs with the ball inside. Yeah, that's what it is.
I bet he liked that one.
You know, my penis is so small that when I orgasm, it's a fine mist. If this was a late night show, I'd show you that.
It's a sperm cloud.
Yeah.
It's raining men.
Yeah. It's raining man. Rain man. Rain man.
Oh boy, here's a squeeze ball, Suds.
Oh, hey, great. I got. You know, here's
Modelo.
the thing too. This will be perfect. Let me see.
It's Modelo Unido. It's not Modelo Negro because that would be very.
That would be a fine beer.
Modelo Negro, but you can't. You have to say Modelo African American now when you order it. Yeah.
Modelo Black.
How about just double A?
They won't know what you're talking
about. Double A, please.
AA, Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yesterday I was being Mr. Housewife, cleaning around the house. Let's have it today. And I picked up a can of some kind of spray stuff, you know. And I went to holding it like this, and I went to spray. And I dropped the can. My whole hand I couldn't punch the button. I don't know what that was about.
You gotta stop jerking off. You gotta stop jerking off.
Well, that's the first thing that came to mind. Oh my God, my love life is going to be in the toilet now. Yeah. Hey. Well, look at this. Look, I need this. You know, I can't even get the wrapping off.
No one's ever animated a cartoon of it.
Just squeeze it.
An angry computer keyboard staring down a penis.
Yeah. Put it up to the microphone, it'll sound like a fire.
Old school radio, huh?
That's the burning dog. Except it was a bag of Fritos.
We back in Montana?
No, that was a Phil Hendry routine.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you heard the planning on my big Montana trip in July.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. 2 weeks.
Good deal,
and here's the other thing, and here's another thing that you can help me brainstorm. There's a chance that later in August, the Australian exchange student from 1984 and her best friend, who is also my first Montana girlfriend, will be coming here for a visit. So we have to freak their shit somehow.
I think
really
you're doing it right now.
Yeah, well, I want to, I don't know. We got to do something. You know, prank them, crank them. Take them to a party in
an Australian and a Montanan.
Looks like, yeah. And the Australian is...
Walk into a bar.
Yeah. The Australian is actually a Tasmanian Australian.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. It's, you know,
speaking of
little
George,
shithole island in the middle of nowhere.
I got to send you a little reminder for movie night.
Oh, Bad Grandpa?
It's not with me, of course.
No,
but
because
since you're talking about pranking,
watch movies with black people.
Yeah.
Unless
it's a black woman.
Unless it's a black movie.
Blackula.
Oh, you need caption?
Yeah. Well, I need somebody to interpret for me.
Yeah.
Is it like Russell Simmons?
We did a good black movie marathon, like Blackula and who was the chick?
Blaxploitation. Foxy Brown.
Foxy Brown.
Pam Grier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pam Grier puts such amazing boobs.
You're
dating yourself there, old man.
Really? That's all you white people know. Just movies from 1970 that nobody pays attention to.
Superfly.
Superfly.
Oh, yeah.
Jive Turkey. Who the fuck talks like that?
Jive Turkey. You gotta sass it.
Yeah.
I'll teach
I
you
don't think they ever
You don't know how to say jive.
Oh, no.
Jive
movie talk.
But they were a lot. They're more fun now than they were then.
Well, in Montana,
what do you mean by that, sir?
Well, I mean,
they're more fun. Like
the black people, they are more fun.
It is MST3K. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing.
What the fuck are you talking about, sir?
MST3K.
What's that?
Material.
Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah.
Minstrel.
Hey, by the way, it is back.
It is?
It is?
On some kind of an unknown channel. I haven't checked it out yet. In fact, he was a guest on... I don't know what the hell it was. I was watching and they were promoting it for... Anyway, MST3K is back, but I don't know where the hell it is. So
You'll find it online somewhere.
Well, I'm still going through most of the old ones on Netflix.
By the way, Sven Gooley,
yeah,
movie host of the year.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yay, good for rich cause, by the way. And you'll appreciate this. I didn't know he used to work for Dick Orkin.
No.
He was at the Radio Ranch. That's where he comes from.
Wow, no, I didn't know that. Dick Orkin. Woo.
Dick Orkin.
Man.
It's a plane. It's a bird. No, it's just a bird.
It's Super
We're
Chicken.
talking about things nobody knows.
I know. I'm just letting it go.
Why, you never knew
I'm getting a lot of work
Chicken?
done over here. I remember Super Chicken.
Yeah.
You said, sorry, I don't know. You said chicken, and I don't know, Jack. I thought you were talking about something else.
Yeah, my lips got watery.
Say Chicken Beach. Say Chicken Man.
Well, you guys are kicking ass down here. I'll tell you right now. The word on the street is this show is #1 everywhere
but
on the
nowhere.
street. No, I mean everywhere.
It's #1 everywhere in the building.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, you could fit our audience in this building.
There is a lovely, lovely young... I was almost late. A young lady sitting
almost got
downstairs
laid.
at the
What?
bar.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
There usually is down there. I
This
know
is there?
that. Yeah.
This is, I know South Beach has more like model types per square mile than we do
South
here in
Beach is
Hollywood.
Disney World.
But this is comfy. Like you can actually be here.
Yeah.
And park and move about.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's more than 2 blocks.
Yeah.
Than
Yeah.
South Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 3-4 blocks here maybe. It's fine. It's plenty. It's all you want. This 1 block stretch is all the food court you need.
Yeah.
I agree.
We got Chinese, Vietnamese, Japanese,
Mediterranean,
sushi. Them.
Yeah.
We got that.
Yeah.
It was about you got Ginger Bay.
Utah.
What kind of food do they have there?
Nigger food.
They got curry goat.
Aki on a stick.
Yeah.
You got to open a restaurant now and call it that.
Yeah.
And you got to promise me I can do the commercial.
Well, they already had Coon's Chicken.
Yeah. What?
That really was. That really happened.
Where are they down for down home,
they now?
down home cooked nigger
Yeah,
food
yeah.
right here. And our this week's special is chicken bone baskets.
With a side
my question for a business like Coon's Chicken.
Working chicken people in the business.
If it's called Coon's Chicken, can I have some too? As I'm not allowed, although I keep...
Only if you bring your rice and beans?
The Americans keep reminding me that I'm not white, and I'm like, I don't remember having sex with any dark people, but sure, whatever you say, I want Scholarship. I want to apply to the United Negro College Fund.
So I bet you guys loved 12 Years a Slave, didn't you?
I didn't see it.
Did you see it?
I want to. It's on my list.
I don't want to see it.
I have to pirate it. I have to wait to pirate it. I don't have a movie.
I want to see it.
Movie budget anymore. See, I'm going to the beach a lot because the beach is free. Movies still cost money, so I have to pirate. I have to wait for it to come out.
Just for Jack, Willie T coming right up.
Oh, actually, we need to
Willie T. Reels.
We need to be Willie T. intensive over here. Pirating is still free while supplies last. And thank you for playing the net neutrality things there.
You'll be able to see her pretty soon here. Have you seen that?
My daughter downloaded X-Men.
Oh.
I can't afford to go see it in the movies. She gave it an adequate review.
Yeah.
Really?
What is it? What?
Was it a clean copy?
I haven't seen it yet, but she says it was.
I'm not going to any more comic book knockoff movies until Plastic Man comes out.
Hey.
Oh, man, they got to get in line for Aquaman, because I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. Oh, I saw Godzilla IMAX 3D. Woohoo!
Not great reviews.
Yeah.
It was
it big?
I give it a B.
Big monster, big dinosaur. Did he breathe fire?
Yes.
Okay. Lizard, not dinosaur.
That's right.
I thought Raymond Burr was wasted in that role, though.
He was.
He was wasted.
I was wasted.
He was wasted.
Film.
I wanted to watch it because Bryan Cranston. I thought he was going to bring some type of intensity to it, but
they must have paid him a lot of money.
A whole lot of money
to be in Godzilla. After Breaking Bad, he could have had any role he wanted.
Is it true he's in it for like 2 seconds?
I don't know.
No, it's a little longer than that. But
okay.
It was the easiest $1 billion I ever made.
Yeah.
Well, good for him. You know, he earns it. He earns every penny.
Breaking Bad was flawless.
Talk about somebody that needs to move to Florida. That guy cashed in so well because he started getting executive producer credits at the end of the Breaking Bad episodes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I never saw the end. I couldn't do it.
Well, towards the end, you still didn't get to watch all of them. Well, up until
I could, but I just.
I think up around season 3, he started getting executive producer credits. So.
It just keeps getting better.
I'm just waiting for Boardwalk Empire.
Me too. We were just talking about that. One more season. I just, maybe Al Capone will live this time.
Stay tuned.
Maybe he won't get syphilis in prison.
I saw the CNN special on 1960s television last night.
Oh, no, I recorded it. I didn't see it.
Well, I'm sure they'll only show it 50,000 more times. And it was pretty good.
Yeah?
Speaking of black guys, Richard Pryor, when he was about 22, there was had him on there.
On what?
On this show.
What's the show?
1960s television.
CNN
just simply called the 60s.
The 60s?
That's all it's called, yeah.
I think I saw that.
Yeah,
I didn't. I'll pirate it.
Well, you can't miss it. Like I said, they'll show it a
lot of laugh-in stuff on there.
There's some. George Slatter's on there. I'd never seen George Slatter, but he was on there, and it was worth.
Do they have like Muppets and George Carlin? And
a little bit, yeah. I had forgotten George Carlin had a show.
I remember, I remember Kermit the Frog was a lizard. It was actually just Kermit, and he was a generic reptile.
I didn't know that.
Prior to Sesame Street, yes.
It was too much like Breaking Bad. I couldn't watch it.
And Jim Henson's puppet was Ralph the dog.
Yeah.
It wasn't Kermit.
So he must have had like a nice smoke, nice little joint, and then he was like, I don't know what this is. It's green. I can make some voices with this one.
The Kermit the Frog voice is when you have a joint in your lips and your hands are full and you don't want to put it down, you have to keep your lips together.
I love Piggy.
There we go. This is free swag from the last Buy the Glass beer fest that we had at America's Backyard, which was great. Oh my God! Another reason that I can't leave Florida. When I have to explain to my family in Montana when I go back this summer, it's like, so why do you stay there if there's all this crime and mayhem and Negroes and everything? I'm sorry,
niggers,
crime and mayhem. When you say that, I go, I'll be goddamned if I'm going to let them have like all these women in really short shorts and no bras anywhere and just. And bikini tops at the Publix and flip-flops. You can wear flip-flops to a wedding and it's okay. Nobody cares as long as they're your Sunday flip-flops. And I'm not going to surrender this environment to all the assholes who are here for the same reason that I'm here, because they like the weather.
But George,
I'm going to make a stand, goddammit, until the flood comes, and then I'll leave.
But George,
I think we have little
time. Bears' vaginas up here are amazing in the mountains.
I know.
They echo just like the
dude. I know.
And when they're in heat,
You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. Like the guy on the shooting spree who's batshit crazy, by the way. Elliot Rodger could have gotten laid standing perfectly still in the middle of Libby, Montana. Just he was so fucked up.
That's easy.
If you stand perfectly still, a vagina's gonna fall on you. Yeah. All right. If you just stand motionless like one of those, paint yourself white like those mimes that pretend to be statues at the park. A pigeon's gonna shit on you, and someone's gonna have sex with you. So just standing long enough in one place. This guy, he tried nothing, and he was all out of ideas. Did you see all the interviews? Did you see all the interviews with all the people that at least knew of him? It's like, we tried. I invited him to parties. I invited him. He answered every question with a one-word answer, and then he ran away. We tried. It's like he had a BMW. A guy who isn't physically deformed, like Quasimodo, because he wasn't like the best-looking guy in the world, but he was an okay, decent-looking guy. With a BMW. Just park that thing right here on the circle. Stand out in front of it. A vagina will fall on you
well, you're talking
within
about
a half an hour.
We're talking about Montana.
No, this guy. This is Elliot Rodger. He wasn't in Montana. Where was he?
Santa Barbara.
Yeah, they got women there, I've heard.
Well,
I've heard
beautiful women.
Sure.
They kicked the ugly girls out.
I didn't know. They must have sent them down here.
Well, they kicked Rick out. He used to live there. So.
There you go.
I recently saw this interview, and I was very, very intrigued to ask you this.
All right.
What were your thoughts on the Snowden interview?
On the Snowden interview, I would have a Snowden T-shirt, although I'm sure that they'll use that as a target for a drone strike. I think all the drones are programmed with his face already. If you're wearing a T-shirt that has a charcoal sketch of Edward Snowden on it, the missile will hit you.
When they call him a traitor, keep in mind this is not the United States of Verizon. Right. It's the United States of AT&T.
Yeah.
This guy, if he was a traitor to anyone, it was too big corporate.
Right.
Because they lost a fucking fortune, and I really appreciate
Me too.
that.
And by the way, if he broke the law, okay, let's just say that he did. The law that is being broken by the people that he narked out is a much bigger thing and a much bigger deal because they swore an oath to uphold the Constitution, and the Constitution specifically says you're not allowed to do this shit. So they took our money and spent it on violating a law that's in place to protect us. So fuck them, fuck everybody, and including the president. See, when I go to Montana, my sister warned me. She goes, you know, they don't like black people and they really hate Obama and everything. And I go, well, I do too, but probably for different reasons. So we're going to have fun arguing over why he sucks. I think I got better material, like actual real material. They probably hate him because of the Affordable Care Act. And I go, no, I like that. It's the drones. It's the NSA. And they're like, we don't care about the drones.
Net neutrality.
Well,
Where's that?
You know what? Maybe they can run for sheriff up in Maine. They don't like Obama neither, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dickhead got.
You know, the sheriff of that town is one of my classmates I used to go to church with. I can't wait to. I'm going to go to the sheriff's office and I'll go, I'm here to see the sheriff. So I'm here to see Sheriff Bo. And when he comes out, all 6'5" of him, I'm going to go, Robbie! Little Robbie Bo! And I'm going to give him a big old hug. I'm going to jump right on him.
This is in, what, Libby?
Libby, Montana.
Yeah, okay.
Can't wait.
Oh, that'll be great.
It will be great. They got gambling there now.
They have an airport now, or
actually, but we're flying into Portland and then road tripping from there because one of my nieces lives in Portland.
Oh, okay.
So
I get to stop and see Rick. Yeah.
Is he in Portland?
Yeah.
Hey, it'll be a quick turnaround.
You going to Oregon? Are you really?
Yup. That's where we're flying.
And you know, Portland is probably maybe less than 45 minutes from the Washington State border, so you can go up there and
well, we have to go through Washington.
Buy plenty of weed.
You know,
my sister will really
just drop by and say hi to Rick because
buy a suitcase full of weed over there. In Washington, and then take it.
I don't know how much you can get.
That would be wild,
but enough.
And speaking of weed, medicinal marijuana, you know, it's gonna pass. Can you believe Rick Scott's into it?
It's gonna pass, you know, but it's gonna be crap weed.
It's not if I can help it.
You really think it's going to pass?
Not at my dispensary.
Here?
It's going to pass.
Yeah,
they did all the polls. It's a done deal. They've already done the polling of the people that are voting, and Rick Scott said, no, I'm not going to veto it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Really?
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, he said, fuck it.
You know, think about it objectively.
That's exactly what
it's not going to cost the state a lot of money. Like the bullet train.
Coming up.
Yeah, that just got approved, or at least the
Who's
way
paying
they
for that? That's the secret I want the answer
They
to.
approved the train, but not the budget, so shut up.
Right. So are they going to ask California for the money back that Scott sent over there for the bullet train?
Yeah.
Is that what's going to happen? Or are they going to write business on something that won't exist like they've been doing for 50 fucking years?
Probably that.
And counting.
Yeah.
No, they didn't disclose. They didn't disclose who the investors are. It's a private company.
Oh, I brought that up on my show about Interama.
But they showed all the beautiful renderings of the train that's going to be coming from Orlando to Miami. Great idea.
Maybe
but
it's the same Chinese outfit that's funding Margaritaville.
You remember? You weren't here.
And the casino that bought the Miami Herald building.
That's
Chinese bought also.
Rich Packard.
Going to be a casino?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. No, I didn't hear that. But
well, initially the Chinese company that bought it.
Yeah.
The idea is to turn it into a casino, but so far they just turned it down.
Great. Yeah. Go ahead.
Wow.
I was downtown lately. They can't build buildings fast enough.
Yeah.
They're tearing down the older apartment buildings and building these giant sky rises, and I would like to know why?
Some of them are being refurbished. They're still keeping the old ones.
Yeah, but there are people, they're building these giant apartment buildings because they can't fill them up fast enough. Where are all these people coming from? Where are they getting their money? They're obviously bringing their money in with them. They're just
going bankrupt.
South America.
Lauderdale by the Sea. They've got all kinds of beautiful empty townhouses that were built like 5 years ago, still empty.
No, but downtown.
Building.
Yeah.
No, they're filling up. It's mad. It's madness down there.
You're talking about
the giant tunnel.
Miami.
Miami. The tunnel's almost done.
I was over at Sawgrass here a couple of days ago. You know what I like over there? The suitcase shoppers. You ever see them? They go into the luggage store, buy a suitcase, and then just roll it around the mall and fill it up and head back to Venezuela.
Yeah. Just west of the Sawgrass, they're building beyond the Everglades berm. You know the aquifer we have. Who gives a shit about that? So they got approval from Broward County. They're going to build not a mall, a city.
Yeah.
They're going to take up all the water past the berm where you thought we were at least safe with drinking water. Who fucking needs water? We need more shopping malls. They're building a bigger one than the Sawgrass and a city around it where you can live there.
Wow.
Now, if you want to take a shower, you got to buy bottled water and pour it over your head.
Yeah, you got to invent water.
Asshole developers just don't give a shit.
That's the actual name of the company, Asshole Developers and Associates. And
there's a place out by me where they're building some houses, and the sign is up. It says Gallagher Construction, and I looked in there, and it's a bunch of long-haired guys with big wood.
Watermelon. Don't talk about smashing watermelons. It gets Jack upset.
Yeah. Are there any niggas around when this is happening?
They put a stop to that right away. No! Don't smash that watermelon. Give me some.
That's good old watermelon. Hey, God, a great story about
that. In the front row, everybody else has Visqueen on.
I swear in a previous life, I had to been a racist motherfucker, bigot.
Probably.
Because I was at
you are one now.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was a slave.
I'm at the beach, and some Haitians, sad to say, not really sad to say, some Haitians pull out what? Watermelon.
Yeah.
And then, I sat there and I was talking to my lady. I was like, okay.
They don't know. They don't know.
No, listen.
All right.
You had the Haitians here, and they just pulled up. They had the little cooler, and everybody's sitting down, they're talking, and then out comes the watermelon. A whole fucking slice of watermelon. And on the other side, you have some Hispanics or some white people. You couldn't even make this shit up. They have nice little sliced squares of watermelon. And I'm like, look at this. You can't make this shit up. I'm like, look at this.
You don't know how to eat watermelon.
Yeah. And they're just going to town to fucking watermelon.
Watermelon.
You have these two different situations, and they're just nicely
you should have videotaped, just like edit back and forth, like cut back and forth, and then change music.
Yeah, a perfect fucking meme. I'm saying it. Like,
oh, that's funny.
Can't make this shit up.
No.
Bless their hearts, the Haitians.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I told you I went to an all Haitian club the other day. They had white bathroom attendants.
Oh. I can't imagine. You sure he wasn't Cuban? You sure he wasn't Cuban?
I'm not sure.
Not down here.
No, because normally I say "Ça va, mon ami," and they go "Ça va bien." They didn't respond this time. The white guys, they just looked at me like blink, blink. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Crickets in the head.
God damn it!
Yeah.
They shipped me all the way down here from Georgia
because there's a lady in the room.
Okay, well,
or I could say tranny, but I'll get in trouble for that from trannies.
Yeah, you gotta.
Please. Oh, they don't like tranny. Don't say tranny.
You gotta.
And where's the camera over here?
There, right there.
Let me tell you something. If there's any trannies watching me right now, let me point something out to you. Very important. You see what's outside that window?
Well, see.
Daytime. Daytime. You want to fuck with me? I ain't hiding from anybody.
I got chunks of tranny in my stool.
I got your tranny right here, you douche.
All right. We'll take a break.
That's a public service announcement.
That's right.
Brought to you by
118. All not tranny radio. SoFloRadio.com. Tranny.
Why bother listening to those other douchebags while we've got everything you need right here? SoFloRadio.com.
It's not just the 1 to 2 hour, it's a phenomenon.
There's a lady in town. She's an Orthodox Jew, and she needs to buy bread that is unleavened. And she's buying bread at 7-Eleven. And the bread is wonder. And the bread is wonder. And the bread is really wonder.
77 makes the week go fast, makes the weekend last and last. WABC.
Look at who that is. Everybody look at who that is. Lordy, Lordy, look at who that is. Daddy Willie T. Ribs. He's a racing whiz, racing around in his car, that is. The race driver that never wins. Daddy Willie T. Ribs.
Now see here, all you kids. They call me Mr. Ribs. One day soon I'll win a race in my Rocket 88. Oh, well, hey, baby. You sure look fine today.
Mr. Ribs, did you win the race?
Oh, well, I came in at 35th place.
Well, you earned yourself some ribs on a plate.
Forget that, honey. How's about a date?
I ain't gonna take that chance. Not if you keep coming in last.
Is that why you don't go out with me?
You ain't too slow. You can't compete.
Well, I may be slow on the street, but I sure be fast on my feet.
They call him Mr.
I'm going to tell you about my younger days when my health was good, but my mind was crazed by chemical interactions in my brain. Yes, I got high, you know it's true, but what I'm going to relate to you will keep you just like me from going insane. Cause you know beer is good for you. Beer is good for you. Yes, it's true. Beer is good for you. Yeah, keep off crack, speed, smoke. You'll just get dumber with every toke. Rocks in your head, no wonder it's called stoned. Your heart beats fast, eyes red as hell. The monkey just gets bigger till your money, lungs, and mine will all be blown. But you know beer is good for you. Beer is good for you. Yes, it's true. Beer is good for you. 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 Dope carnivals inside your head can turn into freak shows instead. Face every imagined horror known to you. Beautiful and exotic, paranoid and psychotic. There's nothing left but sawdust when it's through. Hey, don't feel bad and don't feel blue about all this jive I'm laying on you. I'm just trying to make a point and make it clear. No, don't get angry, don't lose hope. Just because you can't use dope, you can always make a real good case of beer. Cause you know beer is good for you. Beer is good for you. Yes, it's true. Beer is good for you.
drive home with us today and listen and have your say. It's time for the Spic and Suds Show. And I'm not wearing any clothes.
Now we're back. I thought there was lots more stuff, but I guess I was wrong. It's I forgot to change the clock. I can always look at my watch, 125, SoFloRadio.com. What, the computer clock? Well, I changed it. Let me go put it back. Tell a life story. I was actually, I invented that. I invented the clock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Invented the clock. What, is that right out of the wheel?
Yeah, I just discovered that you can make the clock big.
Final episode of,
I said clock.
Final episode of Mad Men. What do you think?
I didn't. I gave up on Mad Men. Remember last time we talked about it? I said I just can't. Ever since the company started changing and they were restructuring and everything, it just kind of lost.
Well, then you'll like the last episode.
The zeal for me. Yeah. I just.
The last episode or the last episode?
The last mid-season finale of the last whatever's going to be. But it wasn't Matt Weiner's fault this time. It was AMC. They made him do. That's the new thing. Remember, Breaking Bad was they made you wait a year and a half for the final 6 episodes. That's what they're doing.
That's okay. I'll wait.
But trust me, please, Fargo. You have to.
I wrote it down.
Hoping George is watching this show.
I saw the previews for it, and I didn't even write down when it was going to be on. But I'll download it.
What, FXX?
Yeah.
FX.
Yeah.
X. 2 X's.
It'll give me great joy to pirate it. I will compliment them by pirating it.
And Tom Hanks' son, is in it.
Colin?
Yeah, and he looks just like Guitar Man 20 years ago.
Nothing wrong with Tom Hanks. I'm tired of people doing
You think I'm looking at Guitar Man when I see it. He looks just like him.
How is Guitar Man? You know, there's someone we need to get into the studio here. Now that we have the new studio.
I see him on Facebook.
I'd love to see Guitar Man again.
You hear that, Adam? We're going to drag your next time we have a Spic and Suds and Boca show. We're going to drag Guitar Man in here. He can bring his guitar or his keyboards, and then we can do live.
Get KJ in too.
Get KJ
have them like dual
resurrect Mitch Miller. Have a sing-along.
Oh, you know, somebody told me like whenever there were rumors of the Neil reunion and this and that, is get you guys together and do live performances, and I'll be background vocals. I want to be. It'll be my dream come true. I want to be a backup vocalist, miscellaneous percussionist.
Well, if it didn't cost money, we'd do it.
No, I know. No, well, somebody else. Like I want to play, you know, the tambourine and the vibraslap and the guiro. Those kinds of things. The triangle, ding.
Oh,
I
like
could be really good at that. You know, just like wait for a post there, ding. But xylophone, that's a little too complicated for me.
I still think the way they have this slug jack with the Elvis Presley on stage drug-fueled rant.
Yeah.
Is that
hilarious when you hear it?
Is that from a concert or an interview?
I believe it was an interview.
Yeah.
One of them is an interview where he's just slurred and probably on a lot of...
Yeah, I'll be checking this out.
Real funny.
Wow.
Well, anyway,
so when you
might have seen it already.
When you have the triangle and you're making that
ding,
yeah, are you gonna be wearing an Altar Boys?
Well, it really depends on what. Yeah, no.
Okay.
That was a one in a lifetime experience. The purple dress. And with the doily vest. I don't know what you call that. Like needlepoint. What is that? That lace. It's lace, like the stuff that doilies are made out of.
Yeah.
Yeah. The vest was made out of doily material, like lace.
What am I missing here?
Over purple vest. The altar boy outfit. Jack said that when I'm playing the triangle, I should wear my altar boy outfit.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you had one.
It came in the middle there.
Do altar boys?
I don't know.
That's what she said.
I don't know.
I've never.
I was a little bit of a reach. I don't know that altar boys play the triangle.
I've only played the flute. Church
Get
twice.
It? The flute.
Blow the black. Or bagpipes too.
Laddie.
Jack.
Yeah.
Here. Pull this up.
Oh,
and this
what?
Yeah.
And this site too.
He's always telling the black men to pull it up. Their pants, you know, because they have the pants on the ground. That's another thing. Ooh,
when you see this, I cannot guarantee we're going to need the medics because it's that funny.
Hey, Jack, do they sell fake gold teeth somewhere? I'm asking you because you're black. Fake gold teeth?
Of course they
do. You can pretend to be black for a little while. I think when I show up and I meet the in-laws for the first time, my nephew's in-law, my sister made a specific point to warn me that they were really racist. I think I should dress like a gangster rapper, like real hardcore, thuggerish, niggerish.
And we'll help.
Yeah.
Why don't you go in your Bernie Mac outfit?
I want a Bernie Mac outfit. Where do they sell that? I want a tangerine jacket.
A tangerine jacket?
Oh, with matching pants. I want yellow shoes.
I know exactly where you could go.
Yeah. I want to dress like Bernie Mac.
You might bag a couple broads too.
There's a guy.
Sounds like a song, doesn't it? I want to dress like Bernie Mac.
I'll have to.
You ever hear this one?
It's what is Spooks talking about?
I want to dress like Bernie Mac.
It was horrible. How does Family Guy get away with all their racist humor? You'd think somebody would throw a flag on that place.
Well, it's not real. It's a cartoon.
Oh, I see. I understand that. Did you see the one? Brian was taking dates in Stewie's time machine.
Brian,
yes, that's Stewie. Yeah. And he comes out like you see the lights flash and they step out. Him and his date step out and his date says, "So that's what restaurants were like before segregation." And Brian goes, "Yeah, quiet, doesn't it? Very quiet."
Quiet. Yeah. By the way, since The Simpsons hasn't been funny in about 5 or 6 years,
it's
now
breaks my heart.
They realize there's a problem. So what happened? I just recently read this last week. McFarlane and Grenick have gotten together and are going to do an hour special. Family Guy meets The Simpsons next season, and they're going to do the chicken fight only with Homer. So it's going to be funny.
That ought to be all right.
They need a shot in the arm, you know.
Oh boy, do they!
Wow.
I can't tell you the last time I watched The Simpsons.
Probably when it was funny.
It's in my Hulu queue, and it's there, and it's just so formulaic anymore. It's so generic.
Somebody posted a picture. I don't know where. It's a picture of Homer Simpson, and all it said was the smartest man on Fox.
That's true.
Is that the thing you're supposed to?
I don't know, but it's
last
pretty
week
funny.
John Oliver?
No.
Dressing up as other races.
No, that's the first show.
Because we were just talking about that.
Cinco de Mayo.
Was Mitch McConnell campaign ad.
All right.
I could dress up like a Haitian. I just wear a lot of mud.
A lot of mud.
You know, and have mud cookies.
Hey, George.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, it did. That was funny too. But this is going to put you in the hospital.
John Oliver,
if you could find him.
No.
Why are you pulling about, Joe?
That's one word. McConnell is one word.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So good.
Blame the nigga.
It's okay.
Or it could be under old dick.
Blame the nigga.
Wrinkled old dick.
Well,
I'd
have to pay you extra. That's funny. The taco.
Whoa.
Just hit enter anytime you want there. Just hit enter.
Yeah.
You know. Is that it? Is that it? Episode 3, Mitch McConnell, Allison Grimes, political ads.
You've got it, see.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
I don't know if you can do this on the air. Can you?
So if things have to
Louder.
get worse before they can get better, then worse
The computer.
they shall get. We've prepared attack ads for both McConnell and Grimes.
The attack ad. This is how all attack ads should be. What they did here. And keep in mind, it's a Daily Show crew. It's the same. I think Stewart owns this thing.
To us, it's home.
Oh, what?
Kentuckians pride ourselves on our industries.
Be patient, ladies and gentlemen. They are currently working on the audio here.
That's right. They have a screwdriver and a pair of pliers out.
George is leaning into the console.
I got my tweezers out here. There are few bits. There.
That's it. I don't know.
Here it is. This is the first campaign.
These are all visuals.
No, what
the audience
what's the
isn't going to
setup
get this.
again here?
Fast forward this and go to the Mitch McConnell one and try to make the audio.
And what's the deal?
It's just the attack ads they should use, especially for Allison Grimes of Kentucky. I'm a turtle. All right, now, right here, if you could boost that audio, it'd be great.
I wish we could.
I wish we could.
What?
All right, hold on.
Here, want to play it off my phone?
Here we go. Yeah, we could. But still, it's a visual, and you'll see why.
Yeah, why you do this to me?
Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. You're about to hear.
You're about to hear quiet while we watch a video on YouTube in the middle of the show.
Dick is older, whiter, or wrinklier than Mitch McConnell's.
Oh. Yeah. Great.
I can think of several reasons I don't like this idea, Boca Brit.
Thank you, Boca.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
You guys need a video so
okay. They showed an old penis.
You can kill that.
Over it,
that's
the
George
video goes,
kill
Mitch
that.
McConnell.
Turn it down. Thank you.
Beauty. Okay, for Katy Perry.
All right, woo, with cleavage.
Oh,
that was a horrible idea, Boca Brit. I'm going to come on your show.
Very bad idea.
And do visuals. I have a sock puppet show that'll, well, you know, knock your socks off.
I can't watch that.
That's
roar,
how I do it.
The Roar video. I watch it once a day.
Roar Bong?
Katy Perry. My favorite part is where she's standing there with a guy and the tiger jumps and knocks the guy down. I don't know why.
I don't know that video. I don't watch that. I'm too busy watching Wrecking Ball.
I like that, or I like the Liberty Mutual commercial where the guy is making the burgers out on the patio and walks into the sliding glass door. I laugh every time.
Every time?
Every time.
Every time?
Yep, every time.
You know when the last time was I walked into a sliding glass door?
Yesterday?
Yes. How do you know?
Say, well, the Band-Aids are...
It was very clean. I got to say this. The door was really clean. You know, and if, luckily I was wearing a baseball cap.
No.
Or I'd have smashed my face.
Oh,
it's a true story. I just walked right into kaboink. I felt
Things
like a
like
bird.
that are so surprising. Like,
what's in your wallet? None of your fucking
kabang.
business.
Not the last time I was in New York, but but anyway, I'm in New York walking down the street, and if you're from New York, this has probably happened to you. I can't imagine it hasn't. Walking down the street, minding my own business, and a pigeon flies right into your face.
No.
Oh, man.
Not in New York.
I made very unmasculine sound. And it wasn't like one of those white dove pigeons. It was
the dirty rat with wings.
Yeah.
And if you listen carefully while they fly into your face, you could hear him say, "You motherfucker!"
And he was trying to stop. You know, he had his. You could tell he was trying to not do it, but
and they're racist.
late.
The pigeons. They're always saying
"coon,
coon."
Oh,
No. It's more or less like
cracker. Cracker. Oh, that's loud. I'm blaming you for that, Jen.
All right, I know.
This is very unprofessional what we're doing.
Oh,
it's
man.
very racist.
I'm having more fun here than
unprofessional broadcast.
I have to write the description on the show after this. So I gotta say this is a fresh peeve that I have. I'm watching the news,
yeah, we got to
especially this morning because I'm trying to get some material, and it cycles 3 times because you know the news goes on a loop. Talk about a slow news day. Nothing to see here. No net neutrality. No drone strikes or
no Jay-Z and
still looking for that plane. No Jay-Z and Solange. no Kim Kardashian's wedding. No Fukushima irradiated tuna stories for us. What's the story that they couldn't stop talking about this morning on the news? Glamping.
What?
Glamping?
You'll like this because this actually ties into Montana and the whole living in the woods thing. Glamping. They have a whole website dedicated to it. And they kept showing the people demonstrating what it's all about over and over again. And I'm not screaming at my TV screen. Glamping is glamorous camping. It's all the rage. It's where you
get out.
It's where you go camping and you glam it up a little bit. Or as those of us who used to live in the woods called it, camping and you know what you're doing. To make it comfortable. But now, like in the show, well, in glamping, you do cute little things like we're taking this candle and we're putting it in a paper bag that we've cut holes in to make a decorative lamp. I'm like, are you kidding me? If I was setting up a campsite and I saw some goober putting a candle in a paper bag, after stomping it out, I'd start stomping on them. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Putting a candle in a paper bag, you maniac! We have lamps. Better yet, we have flashlights. How about stick a flashlight in your mouth and make a jack-o'-lantern? Jesus Christ, what are you doing? And they go, oh, we have these little pellets. You throw them in the fire, and they turn the fire a different color.
They are so the rave right now.
Give me a bottle of Everclear, and I'll show you how to turn that fire a different color. You people have obviously just discovered camping. We know how to camp. We've been camping for years. We know how to get out there and take all your stuff out there and make it comfortable. I'm thinking as I'm getting ready to go camping, somebody shows up with all this horse shit that they got from the glamping website. I'm like, so now you're giving me a whole bunch of more stuff to carry that we're going to have to schlep into the woods that has no purpose whatsoever. I'll tell you what, why don't you carry your paper bag candle holders and I'll carry some food. And when we get out into the middle of the wilderness, we'll see who packed their pack best. All right? Ooh, look at their campsite. Look, take a picture quick before it catches fire.
George, George, could you educate me on the definition of a goober?
A goober, like an unintelligent
someone who's
person.
running for governor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Goober National.
Well, Goober was a character from Andy Griffith's show.
Yeah,
it was called the Andy Griffith Show. I keep wanting to call it Mayberry RFD came
George,
later.
He just died.
He was Gomer Pyle's cousin. and he was the mechanic, and he wore a Jughead hat, like Jughead from Archie.
Yeah. Yep.
He wore the Jughead hat. His name was Goober, and he was the mechanic.
And he was dumb as shit.
And he was dumb as shit.
Yeah. Goober disassembled a car and reassembled it right in Andy's office.
George Lindsay, that's who it was.
That was one of my favorite episodes.
By the way, breaking news. Oscar Pistorius, the guy who killed his wife.
Yes, the Blade Runner. Beep, 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 beep. Who gives a rat's?
He escaped from prison. We have the audio right here.
Oh.
Are you making fun of his prosthetics? I guess making fun of black people wasn't good enough for you on today's show, Boca.
I had to ratchet it up a little bit.
Had to ratchet it up. Now we're making fun of amputees. Coming up next, Down syndrome jokes for the entire following hour. Down syndrome jokes. So I asked this kid, "Hey, why are you feeling a little down?" And he said, "Extra chromosome."
I love X chromosome jokes.
Hey, George, I need to get that disclaimer fired up soon.
really quick.
Yeah.
We need the
George Rodriguez show is not responsible for
that disclaimer is getting longer and longer with every show.
Every show, yeah.
No chromosome jokes are responsible on behalf of the
Joe
show.
Like that. Can we do that one again?
The Joe and Ron.
Okay, Pistorius escaping from prison again. Okay.
I just dumped it. Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, well, that's all right.
I'll find it.
I'll relive it in my mind over and over 3 or 4 12 times.
The views disclosed in this show
see.
has been brought to you by
Pistorius,
George
please.
Rodriguez and George Rodriguez himself. These things
That
have
was
nothing to do.
That was with almost like an old Warner Brothers cartoon there.
Now, that was my bad Morgan Freeman right there.
Oh, I was just looking through my notes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you have some at least.
Normally, you have a pocket full of notes
I have a few things
that you
but,
write on toilet paper.
Yeah, I know.
Before I derail the show with my stinking material.
I found it for you.
It's too late. Now he's not going to set up. Let's go watch that video again of Mitch McConnell's penis.
I'll pass on it.
What is it with you trannies wanting men to look at penises all the time?
I still highly recommend it to the audience to view that John Oliver, the Mitch McConnell attack ad.
Watch it on your own time.
Hey, but look, let me tell you guys something, niggas.
What?
Niggas.
Yeah.
When it comes,
he's still on the niggas.
When it comes to like
penises,
dick jokes and homophobic jokes, we like to preface it by saying no homo or pause.
Yeah.
That penis looked more like a fat clitoris.
Oh, why are we on the penis?
But I'm not gay. I'm just
what do you think McConnell's got down there?
That would explain it.
Turtle penis down there.
He's all like Donald Trump.
I see you. No, you don't.
I'm gonna get a you know, they have tattoos that they tattoo you with fluorescent ink. It's only fluorescent ink. It's invisible ink that you only see in a black light.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so just think of the possibilities.
Like, I gotta be a black light.
I'm gonna get because it's racist light. I'm gonna get a tattooed that way, like skeleton tattooed on my face, so that when I walk into the black light places or stuff, you know, you just so
yeah.
You'll get skull. You'll get suds to
look like they live. Yeah, I'm gonna get a skull tattooed on my face. So when you put the black light on me,
and you'll get suds to hit another note again, another high tune.
Another high tone. No, I didn't show him a spider.
There could be one inside you.
Not that spider that was on Jay-Z.
There was a spider on Jay-Z?
Yeah, that's what Solange was trying to get off.
Oh, is that what it was?
That would have been a great meme.
There's a spider on you. There's a spider on you. No, there isn't. Yes, there is. Hold still.
So why are you kicking my nuts?
Wait a minute.
I didn't understand that.
I got to get it with my shoe.
I didn't know who those people were.
You don't have to. Move along.
Okay.
Niggas in the
Nothing
elevator.
to see here.
I'm saving this one for Jack.
No, when he's white.
You know, between the two of them, they're almost as rich as an Arab.
Oh yeah, jeez.
Jay-Z and Beyonce and Bouncy.
I'm in Publix yesterday, and the first, you know how they have the magazines and the Enquirer and stuff up there.
Yes.
The first one was I don't know which one it was, and it says Jay-Z Beyonce divorce, $450 million.
I read that.
And then the next one down, oh, they're getting divorced, $1 billion divorce this time. Yeah, so as the magazines went down, it got more expensive. So good luck to them.
I see.
Yeah,
so
whatever it is.
Moral of the story is buy that cheap magazine. They're not really getting divorced, are they? Because that would break me up. That would just tear me apart on the inside. They're such a beautiful couple.
Yeah.
They're such a lovely
couple. gag.
I envy their money, though.
That's about all I envy.
I do.
Oh.
Cosmos is on, by the way.
Somebody's
You watching
giving it to
Cosmos?
him.
Speaking
That's
of Cosmos,
the problem.
Strikers versus the Cosmos tomorrow, 7:30, game time 7:30, hosted by Bruce Silverman with our own Jack Sparrow on the board. So he changes his name every 5 minutes. Should be Blackjack, because then I can use word association to remember your name.
Yeah.
Get it?
Get it?
Chains, gold teeth.
And Jack's got a show coming up. We have all these shows coming up, but I don't want to announce them until we get...
Jack's got a show coming up?
What's your show?
It's going to be called Frostbites.
Nigga show.
Brought to you by Nigga Shack.
Yeah.
Shut down.
And Willie T. Ribs. No, it's going to be called The Spot. This is The Spot.
That's the good news is here on our own internet radio venture, the only thing that we have to worry about is slander. So you can't call someone a child molester unless they've actually been convicted of it, Suds.
Yeah. All right.
But speaking of Cosmos, the Strikers versus Cosmos, are you watching Cosmos?
Yeah, it's great.
Speaking,
I'm really enjoying.
Hosted by that
nigga
astronomer. The Christians are really freaking.
That's what I'm loving the most. Each one that airs, it's like
they can't stop watching it and posting all this non sequitur horseshit, bada boop, bada beep, and having a problem. And by the way, talk about being buoyed by the reaction. Every episode, he gets more pointed and directly at them.
And Sunday coming up, climate change.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for that
one. This Sunday?
This Sunday night, yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I've caught a few of those. It's a pretty good show.
Did you see the original? Because I like the original.
The original, I think, is on Netflix.
I own it. I own the DVD set, and I love big Carl Sagan fan. But Neil deGrasse Tyson is easier to understand.
And he's very loyal to Sagan.
Oh, are you kidding me? He's showed that book and everything. Yeah. But this is
nice.
We're watching it as a family because the point that I would like to make to the people who believe stories is that for some people you need a little bit more than a story. And they go, oh, you need proof, you need evidence. To go, you know what? Yeah, maybe yes, maybe no, but see, more than a story, just a little bit more than a story. Like, hey, I got a speeding ticket on the way over here. I don't believe you. Here's the ticket. See, more than a story. You can always come back and say, I think that speeding ticket is a forgery. I think you're making this up. I think you printed that speeding ticket on your printer at home using Adobe Photoshop. That's all possible. Nobody's stopping you from taking a shot at the evidence once it's presented, but let me remind you, your side, you don't have any evidence at all. You don't have anything except take my word for it or else.
Oh, you said Adobe.
Gillis. So, watch it. It's great. I didn't think that it was going to be all that controversial. No internet connection.
I didn't know there was any controversy at all about that.
Our internet connection just went out, so I'm glad we're recording everything internally over here. That was part of the new procedure that we did. It'll come back on. I can see that it's gone from from everywhere now. Do you have a break set up? Because I can do like a reset during the break. Oh, well, you know.
What happened? What did I miss?
It's just this building. The internet goes on. It went off. It went off this morning. We reset it. It'll go on up again. I'll go reset the router, and if it doesn't come back on, we'll just upload this show whenever.
Oh, that's what it was. I thought Twitter was down.
No, damn Twitter. You and Twitter. Come to Facebook. Now you are on Facebook. See. I don't want to get into these conversations with people on Twitter. I don't want these Twitter back and forths and everything. The devices, the electronics are taking up too much of my time, and I never thought that I would say that. I never thought that I would hear myself sounding like an anti-tech person, because I'm not anti-tech. I call it being a smart tech user. I want to use the tools available to me to get done with my tech work really quickly so that I don't have to do any more tech work because my hands are cramping up. I'm having to type and use my thumbs all day long. I would rather shove my thumbs up my ass than be texting on my phone all day long. And by the way, speaking of that, because
I've lost 3 followers already.
Now there's a negative sentiment. Screw them. You know that a lot of people, there's like Facebook memes and posting and everything like, you know, in my day we didn't have all these phones. We used to do this thing called talking. You know, people would post stuff like that. I don't want to be using my phone. Let me just explain. I want to say this to the people that might give me shit for being on my phone, texting or doing an email or something like that. If I'm on my phone, it's because I'm doing something that I have to be doing that's important, like making money or keeping in touch with my children or being helpful to women in crisis, which I do a lot these days. Boy, in the past 3 weeks, I've helped 2 women out in crisis. Mind your own fucking business when I'm on my phone, all right? I don't want anybody giving me a hard time because I'm on my phone having a communication with somebody. Has it happened to you? It hasn't happened a lot, but I'm going back a little ways. But there's this sentiment, there's this hostility, which, yeah, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe the world would be better if we just put our phone in our pocket and kept eye contact with each other and everything. But yes, I agree with you. It would be a wonderful, warmer, better place. On the other hand, mind your own business. Yeah, and let me be on my phone over here, because I would rather be looking at the waves. I would rather be watching the surf. If you follow me on Facebook or even on Twitter, because I guess the link shows up when I post a picture on Facebook. It's supposed to automatically send out a tweet of the same thing like that.
I see it once in a while.
The picture there. You see me there at the beach. I get to the beach. I take the little picture, and then while I'm sitting there sipping my margarita, I got these little picture posting things, and it's all very therapeutic. I adjust the contrast and maybe the saturation. I put it in a nice little frame while listening to the waves, and I post it, and then I plug the speaker into my phone or the headphones in, and pour myself another margarita.
Then I'm looking at that picture over at the Cheesecake Factory while I'm pinching the ass of a waitress and drinking an Asian pear martini.
See, it's all part of the global unimind that we're going to. But I'm not to think that I would be wasting a whole lot of time on my phone when I have the beach to look at. And so toplessness. Can I tell you my it was like last week sometime or the week before. These two girls, and they were over in a distance. They were a few yards away. There was me, them, and some old dude in a funny hat.
They're always around.
A different old dude in a funny hat, because I was there also. Over in the other direction, Jack. And they put their tops on to go into the water, but they're laying on the blanket, face up, face down, topless. And I knew that it would just be a matter of time
face down,
before toplessness started inflicting Hollywood Beach, and I'm very happy. So you know what I did? I walked over to them, and I stood over them there in my funny hat, and I said, "Hey, how you doing? I see you're enjoying the beach today. Where are you from? Do you live around here? Are you visiting South Florida? Hey? Oh, don't mind me. I'm not. I'm just texting a friend while I'm talking to you over here with my phone. I'm not taking pictures of you." I didn't do that.
Don't mind my boner.
No, I didn't do that at all.
Don't mind my boner.
I went back to smoking my cigar and drinking whatever I was drinking that day. I would like them to mind my
How long a break you want?
Mind my boner. Long enough. Does the internet thing still? Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Let's. It's what is it? 8 till 2 on all technical breakdown radio. SoFloRadio.com.
The highest rated online radio station in the world. SoFloRadio.com.
You know when he's white, you know you can feel it, baby. You know it, hear it. His timing's so white.
He's a honky,
You picked the white one, baby.
He's a honky.
If he's totally white readable and Caucasianly dreadable and ain't got no butterball, you picked the white one, baby.
You got the white one, baby.
You know when he's white, you just got to face it.
You got the white one, baby.
You got the white one. If he's completely Pat Boonable, very uncolorful and laughably fullable, you picked the white one, baby.
Are you impotent? Can't get it up anymore? Do hookers laugh at you? Well, that's too bad. But Dr. Schloimy has the solution.
The pump, the pump, the pump.
Feel like a man again without the use of expensive boner drugs with the pump.
The pump, the pump.
It's easy to use. Just slip your little acorn into the tube twice a day until your voice gets deep. Remember to always follow instructions to avoid disastrous results.
Happiness is 77 WABC.
Look at all the redneck girls, cut off shirt and hair in curls, going to the bar to get free drinks. Getting beat by redneck slop like what you see each night on Cops. They're what puts the cunt in country. Look at all the redneck sluts eating lunch at Pizza Hut in their greenside winder Walmart shorts. They smell like an old wet dog, their pickups rotting on the lawn and promising the Lord to breed some more. Somebody tell me why all trailer parks smell like Campbell's burnt tomato soup from hell. Nipple rings and belly tats and velvet Jesus welcome mats. Her brother plays the banjo in a tree. Takes pride in her heritage and says incest is still the best foundation of a Christian family. Born again, they praise the Lord, and bang their neighbors when they're poor. What would Jerry Springer do without those redneck women who put the cart in country?
It's so groovy, so groovy.
I'm a big believer in net neutrality.
I am a strong supporter of net neutrality.
Nobody is listening to your telephone calls.
That's all I ever get from you.
I have said repeatedly that I intend to close Guantanamo, and I will follow through on it.
Tell me sweet little lies.
One of the best things about the internet, which is there's this incredible equality there. And I want to maintain that basic principle in how the internet functions. And so as president, I'm going to make sure that that is the principle that my FCC commissioners are applying as we move forward.
I will take a backseat to no one in my commitment to network neutrality. Because once providers start to privilege some applications or websites over others, then the smaller voices get squeezed out and we all lose. The internet is perhaps the most open network in history, and we have to keep it that way.
You can't hide your body.
Some of the bigger carriers who would like to extract more money from wealthier customers, we think that runs counter to the whole spirit of openness that has made the internet such a powerful engine for not only economic growth, but also for the generation of ideas and creativity. We have to ensure free and full exchange of information, and that starts with an open internet.
Last doy. You know, that's my very last toy. 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 Toy.
One of these days, I'll do the Pharrell on the radio. You do Geldy. We'll do a show together. After 10 minutes, I'm really glad that I'll learn sign language. I know sign language. I won't be able to talk forever after just maybe an hour.
Like now. I found the sign language classes on YouTube, and that's my goal for the summer.
Really?
Is to at least be able to order a beer in a deaf bar.
Okay, I can do that. There you go. Here we go. Ready? It's just 2 signs.
All right.
Ready? Can you do your hand like that? Like curl your thumb in front of your hand like that. Wipe your mouth. Yeah. All right. That's beer.
Oh.
Beer. All right. And then rub your heart.
Yeah.
That's please. You're done. And if you want, more beer, please.
Fargo has a
you have to spell out. You have to spell out Guinness, so that, you have to learn your alphabet.
Fargo has a deaf hitman. You've got to see this.
I got an email right now from Andres, one of our local rapper friend fans. He said Boca Brit is right. Fargo is excellent. And congratulations on 5 years of treading water over here.
Are we going to have a big wingding?
I would love to have a wingding. I don't have a budget for a wingding. Maybe we just have a ding.
I'll bring things. I cook.
A ding minus the wings.
Maybe we can
I'm
find
no Ted Allen, but I
place
do
to have a party, and we'll do a remote from there or something like that.
We could do that. Be
I'm
fun.
leaving for Montana, like right after that. 954-99-0036, by the way, is our phone number. We do have the ability to take phone calls. I don't particularly want to talk to anybody because we have such a wealth of talent here in the studio. So I don't necessarily want to talk to somebody else. Did you see? By the way, did you see the reaction of because since it's been about a month or so since you guys were here?
Mm-hmm.
China. I thought this was hysterical. The outrage over China spying on us.
Oh, yeah.
How dare
Yeah.
the Chinese.
The nerds.
This is after this is after it came out that not only were we spying on all of our own people, all of our own citizens, but we were spying on every other the German chancellor's emails, the Brits, every personal communication between us and them and everybody else and them with each other and their phone calls and their tweets and what porn sites they preferred, everything. And then we find out that the Chinese are spying on us. Oh my God! Oh, the outrage! Oh, the outrage! Well, and then people actually had the nerve to ask me. It's like, why aren't you as outraged? Because I do talk to people in between shows. Why aren't you as outraged over the Chinese spying on us as you are over the American government spying on us? I go, because last time I checked, the Chinese government didn't swear an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. And last time I checked, I don't pay the Chinese government. They're not my employees who swore an oath to do what is in my interest, and here's the guidebook, here's a paper that they swore an oath to uphold. I expect the Chinese to do, I don't know, Chinese shit. Eat dogs, harvest prisoners for organs, and spy on people. What? That has nothing to do with black people. That wasn't
accusations.
That wasn't code.
I'm looking out for my yellow skin.
They have St. Bernard farms.
What? St. Bernard farms?
They have, at last count, 50
the fuck?
dog ranches in China. You know why St. Bernards?
Why?
They're big. They're the biggest dog.
Well, outside of that.
Stupid. They're the biggest dog.
Outside of that.
That's it.
Well,
they choose.
Well, we have salmon farms.
Yeah. When was the last time that you played fetch with a salmon?
We had farms with niggers on them.
That was a setup. That was a setup.
Pitching cotton.
I'm waiting.
We got real livestock.
Larry Dog would have gotten that set up.
Yeah.
Slowing down, son.
I'm representing for Larry Dog today. Yeah, we pick cotton, play football.
In my day, we didn't call it playing fetch with a salmon. We called it snogging. But that was a different thing.
Different day, different time.
Different thing.
I'm all right now.
Okay. Good.
Very good.
Okay, Judy, I know you're listening.
Did you see United States of Secrets?
Text that.
No, is that a thing now?
Oh, it was on Frontline.
It's going to get me riled up.
Go to the NPR website. It's all right there. You can stream both episodes. And very excellent.
That's going to make me nauseous. It might not come back from Montana.
Well, hey, what the hell? They have the internet there, don't they?
We'll send pictures of the beach. You'll be back.
They do, but they also have deep caves. And I think I might move into one where there's absolutely no chance of getting a Wi-Fi connection.
We've got deep caves. They're called hookers on Biscayne.
Have you seen the new bills, the new $100 bills with that stripe?
No, I don't think I will.
Big magnetic strip down the middle of it. Every time I hand one to somebody, because I'm just throwing the hundreds out.
Yeah.
And they go,
I pull them out of my panties.
I go, what's this stripe? And I said, that's the DNA drone strike targeting system. And they go, what? I go, as soon as you touch it, it processes your DNA, registers your identity, and sends a signal to the NSA so that the drone can target you. And people go, they drop it. And I get
not so far-fetched.
I make more money that way. No, it's not far-fetched at all. Freaking, it's Gattaca. It's 1984 in Gattaca all put together. That's where we're living, and that's why you want to go and dive.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, there, blue stripe. That's why you want to just hide in a cave somewhere.
Yeah, we got drones and satellites and all of these, all these things, mommy.
And it's that
but they can't find the fucking airline.
Yeah,
mommy.
Wow.
The airline. Oh man, that story. They're still. By the way, they're still.
CNN. See what's going on
right now.
Well, nobody
apparently
knows.
They were looking for the pings in the wrong location. Their pinger locator.
Yeah.
You saw this, right? Every day we were talking the pinger locator.
Yeah.
They were looking for pingers.
Well, here's
don't mean a thing if you.
Here's one of the latest explanations. Well, that part of the ocean, there is no bottom of the ocean. You have craters and stuff like this. So the plane could have just broken up, on its way down. So there's no way you could really pinpoint.
There's floating debris in every crash.
Right.
That's the thing they're trying to find. The Air France crash, it took them a couple of years to find the whole thing, but at least they knew where it went down because they found like an armrest or something.
Right.
Yeah.
In about 2 weeks. Where this?
What are we about? 2-3 months now? 2 months?
Couple of months anyway.
Yeah. And last heading, which no one talks about even on CNN, it was heading towards the South Pole.
Well, who isn't?
Well, I mean, if it was hijacked, that kills that theory. Why would you hijack a plane to go to the South Pole?
My theory is
there's no
fire.
There's penguins.
That'll show those penguins.
Puffins.
I'm sorry.
You notice right after it kind of disappeared. Well, it didn't disappear. They still had it on radar. It suddenly went up to like 45,000 feet, and then dove back down again. And when you have a fire, that's a good thing to do because you go up there where the air is very thin. And
try to put the fire
out. Right. If that doesn't work, whoosh, down really fast.
Get a
lot
of airspeed.
Blow it out.
Yeah, well, the answer is very simple and clear. Nobody believes me.
Every pilot knows wherever he is, where the closest landing field is in case of something.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was a strip that would accommodate that plane to the south, and then
what happened?
It was an American base.
It didn't make it.
Yeah.
That's why I from the beginning always thought it was a fire. They had a fire.
No, see, I'm telling you, no one believes me. It went back in time.
Oh,
and here's why. Because they
came
back the second time, and it was the 39 World's Fair, but they tried again.
Right. That's true.
Well, this time, they're really lost over the dinosaurs this time. Went too far.
They're in the land of the lost. Marshall, Will, and Holly.
That's the first thing I thought. Lost 2.
Oh, this series is going to be even more boring than the first one.
I got through the first season. And,
could you imagine the black people if they end up in the 50s or some shit?
Not
this shit again.
Oh, jeez.
Man.
My own water fountain. Oh, jeez.
Oh, great.
See, they gave you one special.
A special fountain.
That was nice. Look,
Man.
all for you.
Can you imagine
your own toilet, your own fountain?
Black dude sitting down, man.
Give them their own toilet. Give them their own part of town.
Can't believe this shit.
Give them their own water fountain, man. Still.
It's like they had men, women, and Boca Brit.
I think that's why they turned the fire hose on the demonstrators. It's like, is it water? You want water? Here you go.
Y'all got to be fucking kidding me. I'm where?
Yeah, oh boy.
I left 2014 and come back to 1954? Man, kiss my ass.
You'd have to become a singer.
That nigga there?
Yeah.
That was your only way out.
Yeah, I can't even play football or anything like that.
You know what you can do? Go back in time as a black man and take your iPad or your laptop with you. And when you meet Martin Luther King, show him a Lil Wayne video.
Yeah.
And watch Martin Luther King go, stop, everybody stop. Everybody stop right now.
Fuck it.
No, we're just going to move. What is it, Antarctica? Antarctica?
No.
Nobody there?
Okay, what I said before, forget it. Go home.
Oh, could you imagine that? Everything has changed now.
Look in my face. I ain't got no words. We're out of here. We're out.
Yeah.
Stop the march. Cancel the march.
I've seen Urkel.
That sounds like a great skit or a great bit.
Yeah, we could do
me walking in the Lorraine Hotel. Hey, Martin, let me talk to you for a second.
Yeah.
Before you walk out that door, let me show you something. This is what the last 10 years of my existence has been. I can't believe what I just seen.
Oh.
I haven't been to the mountaintop.
I had a dream. It was a nightmare.
I had.
You know, Al Sharpton's show is so bad, even the black viewers want them off.
I really like Al Sharpton. That's
What's that teleprompter be saying? The be prompting me to be saying something. It's
I went back to 1954. I'd have a $1 billion idea. The edible Big Mac.
What? What?
It was edible
Big Mac.
It was for a while, for about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
10
seconds maybe.
I don't eat at McDonald's anymore. I drove Jack through the McDonald's. What did I get for myself? That's right, nothing.
I like the fries. That's it.
I do too.
I don't want to give my age away.
You
or
had
nothing,
gas.
but at one time, you really did need 2 hands to handle a Whopper.
Yeah.
They were big.
It's still big. It's in the corner.
I remember that.
It was.
I'm not that. Yeah.
It was like a pound of
flesh.
Like the last burgers that were like that were those
pound of
Fudd,
meat.
Yeah, those pound Fuddrucker burgers.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. Those remind me of the old Whoppers.
The Fuddruckers?
Yeah.
The Whopper was never that.
It was
thick,
never thick.
It wasn't thick, but as far as the size of it.
But what I miss though is Rudy's sirloin burgers and build your own. You could order it however you wanted the burger. You know,
Rudy's was good. I didn't like the breadcrumbs in the meat though. I didn't want meatloaf. I wanted a hamburger.
I didn't even notice that. But I like that I could put a lot of onion on it.
Onions?
I mean, now I'm getting hungry. Boy, that food can't show up here fast enough.
There's food coming.
Yeah, there's food coming. I said I was gonna.
It needs salt.
Oh man!
I have a movie recommendation. I don't know if you oldsters know who Juno Temple is.
Juno Temple is?
Yeah, Juno Temple.
Don't know.
I know the name, but I don't.
She's a young actress. She was one of the girls. Did you see Scott Pilgrim? Scott Pilgrim Against the World?
No.
It was a funny movie. Anyway, she was like the cute girl in that movie.
So what's the movie?
Anyway, it's called Kaboom, and it's not the only movie that she's naked
I remember that cereal.
But anyway, yeah, it's a funny movie.
Yeah, what happened to it?
You want to see the movie Kaboom? It's too bad that Neil isn't around anymore.
Is this
a movie that I would like to recommend to Neil because there's gayness in it, but it's all very funny.
Yeah.
It's and
funny gay.
It's funny gay. That's gay funny. There's a lot of gay humor. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of different characters. It's anthological. But one of the characters is gay, and he's got the hots for his not gay male roommate, and they're both good-looking young guys. That's why I would recommend it to Neil. It's like, hey Neil, it's got good-looking young guys, and they're shirtless pretty much most of the time.
So is this a?
It's like on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
I got to thank Suds again for Netflix. Netflix is my friend.
Yes,
you said you can't get enough Plastic Man? Watch Batman, the Brave and the Bold cartoon series. Plastic Man up the ass. They love Plastic Man on that cartoon series.
Star Trek Into Darkness just went in a few weeks ago.
I didn't. I don't. Yeah. Whatever. I'm waiting. The Star Trek movies have been not good.
These are the back to when they were really young Star Trekkers.
I didn't see that.
I don't like him.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did I see it? Oh yeah, I did.
I don't like J.J. Abrams.
The one with Khan, right? Yeah, A.J. Abrams tends to bother me. He's no Joss Whedon.
AJ?
Oh, and I also heard that they removed Joss Whedon from what is it? What's the new project that the Marvel movies have going on? Like
I heard that. What was it?
New Avengers movie or something like that.
No, it was another movie. Was it
Aquaman?
Movie.
Something.
It wasn't Aquaman. It was some
that's
movie.
DC.
Oh, Ant-Man. It was an Ant-Man movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Remember Mant?
No.
Half man, half ant?
No.
John Goodman?
Was that a 70s movie?
That was no, he was a promoter for those 1950s horror type movies, and he was premiering a movie called Mant.
What, the
down in
Minstrel
Key
Show
West. I actually have the DVD
of Mant.
You have Mant, yeah.
So you're the one.
Yep.
Can I borrow it?
Yeah.
Can you rip me a copy of it?
Yeah.
It's more fun to watch something when it's been illegally copied.
Well,
you just feel
I
dirty.
think they want this one copied.
I feel like I'm winning.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm scoring something like when I take an extra pack of sugar at the at the diner. I'm turning into one of those people. I paid for
That's way down to the pub. If I'm talking to the waitress too much, I always feel like I'm stealing. stealing from the pub.
You know, I go to Pollo Tropical a lot. My 12-year-old, that's part of our routine. She loves
that
it.
place.
It's a great place, but you know they have those jalapenos out there for free. I don't even like jalapenos, but I eat them anyway because they're free.
Free food.
You never know when you're going to have a chance to have free jalapenos again. I'm like, how come they can't have free pickles out here? Like a nice deli.
Yeah.
By the way, it's supposed to be a Cuban restaurant. Jalapenos aren't a Cuban thing. Pickles are way more Cuban.
Doesn't matter. Kudos to them. They're consistently good.
Oh, yeah. No, we go there twice a week. Pollo Tropical.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's not fried. It's not fried. You know what they have right now that's really good? Poor man ceviche, the citrus shrimp. Cup of citrus shrimp with the onions and the citrus and everything.
That's good.
Get a salad and then just dump the shrimp on there. And make yourself an instant shrimp Greek salad. I'll get the chicken Caesar wrap and dump the shrimp in there. I'll put that
fall off the bone, baby back ribs.
They got good ribs.
They do have good ribs. They're expensive.
Do a good Greg Badick or what?
Yeah, that was great.
I'm still into
McRibs.
Yeah, there you go. Back to McDonald's and that. You know they actually print them on a printing press. The McRibs.
Do they?
They have a meat press. It's like a 3D meat printer.
I was thinking about that the other night. A 3D meat printer.
Yeah.
Why not?
Have a meat any shape you want.
You know, like most people, you know, I live within a
5-minute drive. Prime rib?
5-minute drive of McDonald's. You know, what is it? 3 a.m. Maybe I'll run over and get a McRib.
What a great idea! Because you know, I've always accused the Kraft Corporation of making everything that they have out of like they have one primary substance called sugar booger. It's in a big vat. It's this big, sweet, clear goo. All right, it's this big vat of clear, sweet goo. And then in order to make every Kraft product, they add like 3 different agents: a flavor, a color, and then another agent that changes the consistency of it. Like, for example, Velveeta cheese, solidifier number 2, yellow number 5, and flavor 3C, and then they add that to sugar booger and put it in molds, and that's Velveeta cheese.
Sugar booger. You know what the black term for that is, right?
The cheese squares. No.
Sugar booger.
What?
Hey, boys and girls.
Oh, Coke. To make the cheese slices, that's another 3 set of ingredients right there. And that's it. That's Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip is just sugar booger with white put in it. That's it. Miracle Whip tastes like what sugar. That's everything. It's just they just add some white coloring to it, like white out.
You see the spots for that? You're a badass now if you eat Miracle Whip. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're different. You're cool.
You're an ass, all right.
I never liked it. Never liked it.
It's horrible. No. It is. I hate Kraft products, that company, for a lot of reasons, but
you know what I do like?
Overwhelmingly, I hate them.
I like the mayo with the olive oil in it.
Is that a Kraft thing?
Yeah, I think there's some of them.
I'll put olive oil in my
helmet at home.
It's pretty damn good.
By the way, you know you can make your own mayonnaise. It's not hard.
You can make your own
delicious.
Olive oil. You know.
Well, you got to squeeze the olives. I get tired. Sure. Just squeezing the olives over here. And my olive squeezer, my olive press.
I'm making it right instead of eating the olive out of the martini. Little oil, please.
Really? I love the olives, man.
I do too. I like to let them soak overnight.
Sure. You know, you can go at like Crown Liquors. They have all these gourmet olives.
Yeah.
That in different things. They have olives stuffed with pickles, for example. Just little baby gherkins and things. Just insane combinations of stuff like that. Olives stuffed with almonds. I'm making myself really hungry. Where's that food already? I'm just... because over the next portion of the show, from the time the food shows up, it's going to be very, very reminiscent of the Neil Rogers show. The food's going to show up, and we're just going to stop talking and make funny sounds.
Scrambled eggs, sausage patties, grits, and pancakes this morning.
Well, you can see what I had right there. You know, I tried sharing it with Boca, but we saved the toast for you.
I love toast.
I can't the toast of the town.
Is it kosher?
Is it kosher toast? Yes.
Sugar Shockers is gone.
Sugar Shockers. That's an ACN bit. It's got to be somewhere. It's an ACN bit. Yeah.
It was older than that.
Trust me. That's old. That's one of the original, along with the Chrysler New Yorker and.
I forgot about that.
Lucky Charms.
Yeah. Wow, there was a lot.
Irish Springsteen. These are all
I don't remember that.
These are all my favorites.
A good service.
Oh, ACN. Man, chock full of talent. Yeah. They had like 5 or 6 Boca Bryans all working there.
Yeah. They still in business?
No.
Thank you, Clear Channel.
I don't know.
No.
As soon as Clear Channel took them away too.
Yeah.
Now it's hazardous com.
Oh.
And they're aptly named, I must say.
Yeah. Let me tell you,
it's not funny.
Big difference between Clear Channel and SoFlo Radio Incorporated is we're in the black.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Jack.
Whoa. No, you're not in this black.
10 billion. You know, what's his name? Romney's company there, who owns Clear Channel. What,
Yeah.
I hate niggas.com.
Bain.
Yeah.
They're doing,
of course, right.
They're doing their job. They're doing their job well. Putting them out of business.
Do you look like you're in charge, Mommy?
I am.
Mommy.
And also
Same
Staples. They own Staples. They're going. They're having. I think they're going to go bankrupt.
Oh, jeez.
So that's it.
Great.
That's what they're hired to do.
Yeah, well, that's the corporate raid.
Yeah.
Who cares? It's okay.
Nothing makes you feel more.
I'm getting back to the basics. I'm going to reconnect with Montana and the Montanian lifestyle, at least in that area.
You'll be back.
Because there are cities in Montana with drive-through food and everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
There are?
And then there's Libby,
Yeah.
where I'm going.
On your
where
table.
They have drive-through moose. Drive-through grizzly bears.
Thing up my sleeve.
You know, there's an adage when you go camping, not glamping. Oh, what a horrible, what a scam. Anyway, I'm sure that it was concocted by women and European homosexuals.
They're
We are going to the campsite. We have clean Evian
no
water.
gay jokes now, please. When you're camping, you're supposed to pack it in, pack it out.
Yeah.
Means
Oh, sure.
That anything
I
that
thought you said
wa-
no gay jokes.
anything that you're going to, I know, I tried. Anything that you want to be there, you need to bring it with you, but then take everything back with you. Don't leave any garbage.
Right.
Take only pictures, leave only footprints. Well, the economy of Libby, Montana is like that. Pack it in, pack it out. You need to bring your own money. Because there won't be any there for you. Homeless people, bums, transients, they get off the train. The sheriff meets him right there and goes, yeah, listen, while the train stopped, you might want to jump back on there because you're going to starve here. Nobody's got anything for you unless you're good at fishing, unless you're good at hunting, and you better have an out-of-town license because there ain't nothing here for you. Go to South Florida with all the other bums where you won't freeze to death.
That's right.
At the very least. Did you hear about the kids? This stupid. Kids are stupid. They go to Alaska and they freeze to death. These transient homeless kids, they go to Alaska. They
Oh, no.
They're going to have
Oh,
wonderful
my
adventures
God.
and everything like that. And then they freeze to death.
What is love?
You got to find that. You got to find a
Jeez. Uh-oh, look
Jeff
at me.
Cohen!
Jeff Cohen's here.
Hello.
I warned you.
He's going to come in here. He's going to ruin the show. Who invited him?
Me. I didn't know. Look at his fingernails. He don't have fingernails anymore. Let's just go ahead, grab a handful of ass over there. Jeff Cohen is
I did. Got his wallet right here.
Grab a microphone, Jeff. It's over here.
We have some leftover egg and potato.
Potatoes.
I was trying to feed Boca, but eggs aren't on his diet.
I brought better than that.
Only on my face.
How you doing, Jeff?
I'm good. I'm out of practice.
Oh, his mic's not on.
Yeah, well, those stairs out
That's
there.
Uncle Brucey's old mic, so it's very insensitive.
I did find the elevator after tripping on the curb.
Did it work?
Yeah,
You
slow.
didn't spill the pizza,
Yeah.
did you?
I was
'Cause
really
that's all
here
I care
30
about.
minutes ago.
Oh, okay. We
You
were
had
talking
to,
about you.
You had to go get first aid. Look, unlike me, Jeff still has all his hair.
He does.
Yeah.
You still,
Yeah.
You too?
Oh, thank you. Oh, boy, I've just been walking around bumping into things.
You have a
Without my
ponytail
sunglasses.
still?
No, sir. Nope.
Sir?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. That's more like
No,
it
ma'am,
because
sorry.
I'm the one with the
I
ponytail
said
now.
I'm out of practice.
Show him your vagina.
Here, take a look.
It's kind of like a camel toe. It's a hippo toe.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to talk about that.
So
With the hippo toe?
After what we saw.
I'll wait in the hall.
So
Welcome
if
to the Humble
if
Little
I
Studios. How do you
do
like my
another
dates?
commercial for you, I'll say we bend over forwards for you.
No, you might want to revoice a commercial over there. I got your commercial materials over here too before you leave. But why don't we? Why don't you tell the audience stuff? Give the audience an update, and then we'll take a break and start eating because I'm going to be starving over here.
Well, it's basically my life has stayed the same. I still work every day making the sauce, the cheese, the dough. Sucks getting old. I used to go home, take a shower, go out and party.
Yeah.
Now I go home, take a shower, and I wake up on the couch watching the news.
Hey.
So, life
Good
goes
times.
on.
Good
Life
times.
goes on. But
Still
I
at
had
the
enough
same
fun in the
location?
old days to carry me over. I'm okay.
Yeah.
You're still at the same location in, what is it, Davie?
Yeah, Davie on
Still
University
there?
Drive. Yep.
Okay.
Same
Well, we were
place.
just talking about where to have our 5-year anniversary party. So maybe we could
That would be
do a
wonderful.
remote from Jeffy's.
Not a problem.
When
My
is
pleasure.
that? Is this the fifth year already?
5th year in July
Wow.
5 years.
that I've been doing the internet thing.
Goes fast.
Hey, and every time, periodically, somebody will say, hey, why don't you go back into radio? And the few people that I know that are still like, I got an agent in every place.
There ain't no radio.
At least it's sad. I run into them. They're so sad. Their faces are sad, forlorn. They're like, oh man, you thought it was bad a year ago. I didn't think it was going to get worse than that. There's nobody there. They're not paying anybody anything. It's horrible. Oh, it's horrible. They're just sad. Look at me. Ha 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 ha. I'm happy. Yeah, I mean, the rent here is expensive, but I get a parking space.
Well, that's worth it.
That's most expensive parking spot in town, right here.
I'll tell you, the building's very nice, easy, right, central located.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, and everything, like, this whole block is like bars, restaurants, little shops. It's like poor man's Las Olas.
I did have to take 2 laps to get a parking space, but I did find
it starts to fill up on a Friday. It gets active.
Well, it was nice free parking.
Sure.
I even asked somebody, I was afraid to park. I go, I got to pay somewhere?
No, listen,
3 hours.
That's so civilized. I won't go to a place unless you've got a place for me to park and a place for me to piss. If you don't have a parking spot or a bathroom, you're a barbarian. You're uncivilized.
That's right.
You're not welcoming me.
There's no Wi-Fi at the parking spot.
Oh yeah, because I want to be able to, and while I'm pissing, I want to be able to check my Facebook statuses and everything like that.
If you're going to talk about pissing, I got a good story for you where I'm going from here.
I would love to hear a piss story.
Okay, well, so I drove by. There's a medical supply place I noticed over there on Hollywood Boulevard. And I'm going to see.
Catheters?
Well, not yet. On my way back, I just saw it. I had to bring you your hot food.
Okay.
So
Neil used to talk about that.
Yeah, I went to the Cirque du Soleil show last week, the Michael Jackson, which was mediocre.
And you took your wee-wee?
Well, no, I did not. But I had aisle seats. But I was drinking and everything. I got up 5 times during the show, which if you're on the aisle, that's not bad. But my tickets for Boston are in the middle of the row.
Oh, boy.
I'm not going to bother 8 people 5 times when I got to go pee.
Right. Yeah.
So my next stop's the medical supply place for a Freedom catheter, a hose, and a colostomy bag.
Woo! Hey, yeah.
And that's it, baby. I'm there. I told my girlfriend already she's got to give me a semi-erection, because if you don't put it on with a semi-erection,
I have no idea.
Then it won't stay on good.
I don't want to give yourself a semi-erection, because
it's more fun.
Just while we've been talking, just right here, just seeing you walk in with the pizza, I'm kind of chubbing up right now.
Check out fluffer.com.
Put your lips over here.
It's tougher when you fluff it. This is great. It's a pleasure seeing you in the new digs, in the new studio.
Some things never change.
Been here a year though. That's
Been here a year.
Here a year. I know. Time flies when you're old.
I just have no concept of time.
You don't have to worry about it.
I'll tell you, look great. I haven't seen you for a long time.
I know.
Like the last time I saw you.
Well,
it must be stress-free.
It's beer.
Stress-free life.
He has no children.
He has
no kids.
Oh, he has no children.
Oh, that's
Jeff, just real quick, just for you.
Yeah.
Is that what? I don't get. What is it? I don't get. Oh, the brand new bag. Got a brand new bag.
Thank you.
Cohen's got a wee-wee bag.
Yeah, I will.
I can't. Well, you know why I couldn't find the Moe's Wee Wee Bag song.
Maybe I'll borrow your bag from you.
There is
not something you share, but they're not expensive. You can pick your own up.
Like a used condom, like you can borrow mine. I got the rinsable, reusable kind. Made out of goat skin.
Bands ought to start selling those right at the venue.
Well, I don't know if it's true, but I heard the Grateful Dead used to wear them, and that's where it all started back in the day. And I don't know if that's true or not, but it would make sense when they would be up there for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
Now, the first time I used it, I didn't realize you got to run a little water through it to get rid of the vacuum. And so I'm in the second row of a Who concert. Okay?
Oh, boy.
And I'm rocking out, and I'm toasted, man. I mean, I'm doing everything in the world.
And here it comes.
And so I'm standing up, and I'm peeing and dancing while I'm standing. And I look down, and my pants are soaked, and it's running down my legs.
Is it raining to you?
And it's just, I didn't even give a shit. It was even better.
Great times,
but,
even better times.
I did learn my lesson, and ever since then, it's always been safe, sound, and it works.
Well, I masturbate a lot, so I don't have any problem peeing just yet.
No.
Yep.
I just.
It's only when I drink. I mean, the alcohol runs right through me.
If you drink, beer will catch up with you. Suds and I will attest to that. That you're fine after. It really depends. After like beer number 3 or 4, all of a sudden.
I was going to say about into the about halfway through the 3rd pint. Sometimes,
Yeah.
I mean, I have no problem.
I'll check on the way home. I'll text you.
I'm just a considerate concert goer. I'm not going to make 8 people stand up every single time.
Good for you, Jeff.
You know, back in the, I would buy him drinks, and that would settle him down. But even after the fourth time, a drink only lasts so long when you're making him stand up and down.
Well, you could go to the Cruise Inn Amphitheater and get lawn seats and just pee there.
There you go.
Right where you're at.
I will say I did drain one of my bags in a planter at at the amphitheater up there in, it might be what you're talking about, Cruise Inn. It was called something else before, right?
They
had the little VIP section. Right. Right, in the VIP section, even the bathroom lines were 8 miles long. My bag was full. I nonchalantly put my leg up on the planter, pulled the little plug, and there you go, man. I was with 2 other couples. They didn't even want to ride home with me in the car. What are you guys? We're here to have fun, man. What's the story? Then there's the limo driver that wanted to know where I got it because he said that would be a great thing for him.
Oh, I can only imagine.
You know, so, you know, hey, listen, you live and you learn.
Well, after you did that, did you toss pizza? That's my question.
No.
Oh,
this is
salad.
This has nothing to do with my work life. This is.
Hope it wasn't like Poppy's Pizza.
There you go.
Well, let's take a break and get into some because I've been like starving all day long. And we'll play some Jeff Cohen. We've got Jeff Cohen spots. We've got Jeff Cohen specific comedy bits over here. Right, the ponytail song. I'll find something over here. It's 2:30 on all Jeff Cohen Radio, SoFloRadio.com.
I didn't say I was ready.
Oh, you didn't say you were ready? You got anything there? Oh, because I was like,
we were going out.
I'm so ready to eat. We're
3.
going out.
I'll go out.
I didn't know we're doing another break.
Oh, that's 2:30.
We're staying in
marathoning till 2:30. I need to eat some. No, there's no format there.
Well, you can do it.
The format is I want to eat some pizza. That's it. That's the only format. And I
hold your horses.
And I want to do a Jeff Cohen block over here. Thank you for coming in. Look at these running into the wall over here.
Jack, that was a good white guy. Can you do
I do it all. I do niggas, crackers.
I'm not white, but I play one on the radio.
Yeah.
Not easy doing the white voice, is it?
It's a little easy.
Just ask any British actor.
Oh, my God. This smells like the old days.
Yeah!
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
That takes me back.
Oh,
got your meatballs.
Got your meatballs.
Moving stuff out of the way. We forgot to call Kent and confront him about his racist thing over here.
Yeah,
maybe we will, maybe we won't.
My guys messed up. They only put 3 garlic rolls here. So.
Oh, jeez, that's okay. Well, you can have mine because I'm doing a low carb thing. But I'm gonna eat one of these meatballs. I got some meatballs.
I'll go with sausages.
Meatballs over here.
Right over here.
Boy, does this smell good or what?
Slice of pepperoni pizza. Yeah, this is going to take me back. I'm going to get so much pizza.
The Pizza Loft lives.
Woo, thank you. That's exactly what I wanted.
Thanks to them, so do we. But
actually, here, this is what Jack. I want a cheese one.
Pepperoni's okay.
Let me get a cheese one.
Okay.
Because I like to start with cheese.
You just said pepperoni.
I know. I forgot my
say
Pizza Loft order over here. I'm out of order. With the Pizza Loft pizza in Davie. Home of the world's best pizza in our 5-year anniversary party.
Yeah.
There we go. Time to eat.
Walked in the studio and put the whole pie in your mouth.
Give me that pizza. That's my pizza. Why, you dirty little, I don't care if walls you starve to death, it's no concern of mine. Wow. I'll have you know it's more important for me to survive. Wow. You grant me my celebrity entitlement. Besides, I only had a lick and a schmear and a sliver of a slice of the pizza. I want your pizza. I'll take that pizza.
Pizza Putz now has New York-style pizza. Yee-haw! Just like the pizza we sell at our chain stores in New York. The same frozen cardboard dough covered with savory Chef Boyardee sauce and topped off with creamy white Velveeta cheese. But you won't pay New York-sized prices. Why, they could go for as much as $10. No, sir, you can have one of our authentic New York-style pizzas for only $9.99. Pizza Putz. For trailer trash rednecks who wouldn't know good pizza if it bit them in the eyes.
Welcome back to the Mo Howard David Show, where we're chock full of zany but good, clean family fun. You know that pipe-smoking jizz guzzler thinks rape is funny? Is that funny? Planes crashing into buildings is funny too, huh? What? What? Since when is gang rape funny? Especially when it's me getting my teabag grabbed. What a jackass.
Hey, how about them hurricanes?
No, don't go tap dancing when I talk. This is important. They don't know comedy. I'll show them comedy. Today I brought my collection of Lum and Abner tapes.
Who?
Lum and Abner, you moron. They even named the restaurant after Lum. You clueless schmuck. We'll get back to that later. Right now, it's time for our transcendent mid-show snack. Bring the morning mayor his food.
Ooh.
Here they are. My favorite place to dine, Zygotes of Boca. Dig in, everybody.
What is it, shrimp?
Looks like a donut. No, it's the veined embryos from Planned Parenthood in the hood. What? It's good. Try it with the cocktail sauce. Hey, Beast, go play that Alice Cooper record.
Dead baby can't take care of themselves.
There's a little atmosphere for you to help it go down the gullet. Hey, baby, I really dig that Alice Cooper. See? I'm with it, and I'm hip. I'm a hipster. If these punks only knew what was good. Here, I got some sense in here to cleanse your palate.
Thanks, Mo.
All right. Well, we got the Meathead Mad Dog coming up at 1, followed by that Fat Joe right after the Quay and the Spic. What's that?
It's a plane! A plane!
Where?
It's headed right for your ass, Mo! Bend over quick!
Welcome back to the smegma of another victorious firing, thanks to the Mo Howard and David Show.
Hey, Mo! What gives with the Groucho hat?
Groucho hat? Are you insinuating that I'm an old Jew? Why, you... My hair's not back from the tailor yet, you suckling.
The tailor?
Yeah, I'm having it hemmed. Besides, it's hip. It's now. It's today. Why, you haven't even noticed my big, baggy, low-crotch pants here.
Oh, yeah.
Here, take a look at it. Nice and loose, too.
Very nice.
See that? Scotch more room for my bag. A new hat for the king. Makes me want to sing. Bling, bling, bling. Bling, bling, bling. I'm gonna have me a Hypnotic and a Hennessy. Hennessy. Wasn't that Jackie Cooper? Yeah, I'm a hipster, man. I got a do-what Teddy, do-what Diddy, Tang Clan, and a do-goo-goo Mike Pen, and a wee-wee bag on a goo-goo pen. That puts my skizzle in the middle of my ishkabibble. I got more varicose veins than Mitzi Gaynor. Mizzle, grabbing on my middle. I got jizzle on my balls.
Stop
that ain't all.
Stop!
What?
I wanna die. I am Mo Howard David, decrepit and I'm ancient. All over my old face are blue and reddish purple veins. I don't know why they hate me, or why they always rape me. It must be cause I got these blue and reddish purple veins.
A vein mark on my arm like a Rannick Nally map of Lackawanna. I got veins on my nose, nobody knows that under my clothes I wear pantyhose. But that don't mean that I'm gay. If you think my arms are bad, you ought to see my legs. I might as well keep them smooth and shaved to show a little class the next time I'm raping it. I could go to a surgeon, but that gives me the shivers. I would not want to walk out looking like Joan Rivers. Where am I here? I fired the beast, the fat little freak. I did him a favor, now he can't afford to eat. The reason I dismissed that stinking fat bastard is because he wouldn't shut up and he can't play canasta. There's somebody talking over there. Nobody talks when I rap. I rap, then you talk. Hey, look at me, I'm hip. I ain't no square. I'm a ding-dong daddy, man. I'm really dead. I fire anyone I want, I don't care. Especially if they make me flip my wig made of smelly green hair. I got fired myself. It even happens to the greats. Westwind once said, you get out of here or else we break your legs. So now I sit by the pool. Life's as good as it gets. With my paladin cocktail, placing bets on the Jets. In paradise. Paradise. I don't kiss nobody's ass in paradise. I'll be schlepping down the Spookins when I get the chance, but the cleaners aren't ready with my lime green pants. How long does it take? Guilty calling complaint. It was just a little thought, so what, I left this thing. You think that's funny? Want a knuckle sandwich, buddy? I can do what I want, cause the management loves me.
Can I tell you something, Mo? Something you ought to know. For the longest time, I wanted you to be my hoe.
You ain't my type, pal. Now answer, pal-mel. What are you doing?
I won't take no for an answer.
Get out of here.
Come on.
Not you.
Give it up. Give it up, bitch.
Do the door. We got another auction coming up.
Oh, boy!
That's where we auction off an item of great value.
You're slashing me, Mo.
Oh, yeah. Here, hold this, will you?
Okay.
Now, we got auctioned these items off for a very, very good cause. Reach for the sky.
What's that mean?
It means, stupid, if they don't give up the guilt, we take it anyway, see?
Oh, like reach for the sky. Your money or your wig? What's the matter, Mo?
I'm thinking.
Ah, just a joke, Mo.
A joke, huh? Yeah, I got a joke for you. Ah! Now that's funny. Now, what do we got to auction off this time?
Why not auction off your pea bear?
Say, that's not a bad idea. I need a new one anyway.
Yeah, please.
But first, let me tell my minions in paradise about the luxurious Everglades Hotel and its magnificent spa. That's where my close personal man friend Jay Fiedler and I go quite often. Ain't nothing like two men in a spa, lying there naked with just a towel, steamy moisture, aerating your balls, Jay's soft hands gently caressing my buttocks, then grasping them, drawing me closer.
You're getting carried away, Mo. You're squirting on me. Stop it.
You a professional schmuck? How dare you interrupt the spot?
But you're splashing me again.
I'll give you a splash. Here.
Ah, you've been splashing me with your asparagus pea. Ah, you ought to see the bill for getting my pants cleaned. Ah, it smells like Fox Heather's gash. About time you got a brand new bag.
That bag makes me feel good. Like an old caca should. It feels nice. Like when I melt the hot wax in my eyes. This old one here sags. So I gotta get a brand new bag. There.
When you splash me, it stinks.
Shut up already.
Woe is me. I gotta stop the car and pee. Gotta stop the car so I can pee. I hope it's clean. Don't wanna see a chocolate swirl. Don't wanna see somebody else's swirl. I was making good time and had plenty of gas, but I had to pull over or I'd go in my pants. In the bright sun of the morning everybody would see, so I had to find a place where I could get relief. Woe is me. I gotta stop the car and pee. Gotta stop the car so I can pee. I hope it's clean. Don't wanna see a chocolate swirl. Don't wanna see somebody else's swirl. I'm not a fan of truck stops, but I took the chance. Running with one leg like I was doing a dance. Most truck stops aren't pleasant, but I had to go. I get kinda nervous walking past a glory hole. Standing at a urinal don't feel like home, so I looked for a toilet, but the doors were closed. In a stall that was occupied, I happened to see what looked like two pairs of shoes to me. Woe is me. I gotta stop the car and pee. Gotta stop the car so I can pee. I hope it's clean. Don't wanna see a chocolate swirl. Don't wanna see somebody else's swirl. Woe is me. I gotta stop the car and pee. Gotta stop the car so I can pee. I hope it's clean. Don't wanna see a chocolate swirl. Don't wanna see somebody.
Welcome back to the superfluous linguists of the Mohammed David Show, where we got the 3 callers on power rotation for your perusal.
Hey, Mo!
What? This better not be about hokey.
We got special guests today.
No one's allowed in here unless they bring food for their king.
Too late. Zach already booked them.
How are you? Who the hell are these Mazamuts?
That's Spic and Suds. You know, drive home with us today.
Go to hell.
Sorry.
I never heard of you, bum.
Well, I wonder why.
So, what do? You got an act?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Exactly.
Like what?
We spin the wheel. Wherever the wheel stops, we grab meat off of it, we slam it, you name it.
What's funny about that?
Well, you got a point there.
Why can't you just ask me a question?
You ready to put your head in the toilet bowl?
You think that's funny, huh? Well, I got news for you, pal. You both stink. Jack is on the precipice of getting fired right now.
What a bummer.
Get out of my place of business.
No.
All right, something. I'll give you one more chance to show me what you got.
I hope this isn't really funny because I got a really full bladder.
All right, these are things that probably adults would know.
Yeah.
They're like old sayings, and I want you to fill in the blank. You know how to do that?
Yeah.
Here we go. The bigger they are, the harder they...
Get?
Yeah.
What do you think, that's funny? Did I give Clarence clearance to give you clearance to laugh? How dare you laugh at me? I suppose you want to rape me now, huh?
Yeah.
Start licking.
That would be wild, yeah.
All right. I don't even care anymore. Hey, Geldy, hold my green pants.
Okay.
What are you looking at?
Freckle-faced Fanny.
And you guys got a condo?
That's condom, Mo.
What of it?
Yeah.
I do. I mean, I don't. Suds does.
Mine. And I might as well warn you, I didn't douche today.
Okay. Now you have to say, spin your meat, Rick and Suds.
Spin your meat, Rick and...
Let's do it.
Doggone it.
Well, what's the matter?
I was shooting fudge.
Oh, see, I told you it's not my day. I'm so embarrassed. Shooting fudge ain't funny, okay? It's downright embarrassing. It's personal.
Oh, God. Uh-oh. Kleenex.
Hey, come over here, kid. Learn something. You never know, you might have to cook for 20 guys someday. You see, you start out with a little bit of oil, and you fry some garlic. Then you throw in some tomatoes, some tomato paste, you fry it, you make sure it doesn't stick. You got it to a boil, you shove in all your sausage and your meatballs. Huh? And a little bit of wine. And a little bit of sugar. And that's my trick.
Why don't you cut the crap? I got more important things for you to do. How's Paulie?
Oh, Paulie, won't see him no more.
On.
It is now.
Jeff does not use sugar in a sauce, but you'd be hard-pressed to tell.
Paulie won't see him no more.
How do you know?
I asked him. It's very simple. But what kind of oregano is it that you use that makes it so sweet? It's very palatable, not acidy.
It's not even the oregano, it's the tomatoes. There's different grades of tomatoes. If you buy a good tomato, it's sweet and natural. If you buy a less expensive tomato, it's very acidic. So if you use a cheaper tomato, people throw sugar in to offset it.
Yes.
So I'd rather go all natural,
You should
no
know that.
sugar.
People are always asking you about your
Where
tomatoes.
do you find tomatoes?
You got a nice set of tomatoes on it.
But where do you find tomatoes that sort? Not Publix, other than that.
Well, you know, it's actually canned tomato puree.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh.
But there's different brands of those. And just like there's different brands of cars. And you could get a VW, a Mercedes, a Rolls-Royce. They all have their price points. It's the same thing with tomatoes.
So would I be giving your secret away if I asked you what brand? Or
I happen to use Saporito.
I'm writing that down.
It's from California.
Did you call him? Everybody, that's it. There goes your
California.
business plan right there.
Well, you still have to cook it right.
There's more to it than that, I'm sure.
And I mean, we cook our sauce for 8 hours very slowly. So if there is any acidity in there, you know, it's going to cook itself out.
Probably years of making mistakes before you figure out the right stuff.
Well, you know the story of when I started when I was 19.
Sure.
It was right next door to a beauty parlor. And every morning I'd make the sauce and I'd take it over to the ladies in the beauty parlor and let them do the taste test. And after about a month of being open, I came up with what I liked and the ladies in the beauty parlor liked. And that's been the same ever since.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yep.
It's very grassroots.
It was called Americana Beauty Salon on 69th Avenue and Flagler Street upstairs.
I remember the original location.
Oh, yeah.
The original spot was just like a little hole in the wall. It was just like upstairs.
Yeah.
No parking. There happens to be a lingerie store there now.
Funny.
Yeah.
Wonder how that happened.
Jeff used to sleep in a cot in the back of it because he couldn't afford rent.
But then I upgraded to a waterbed pretty quickly.
And that's why you have to wear the wee bag.
That's right.
There was no parking because the road was torn up all the time.
Oh yeah, that was horrible.
What, 89?
75, but who's counting?
No, I mean the first Neil appearance, the Neil radio appearance was 88 or 89.
You know, I couldn't even guess because it seems like forever.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And the food was just as good then because it's gotten better ever since. It's amazing, Jeff. Congratulations and thank you.
Try the sausage and peppers.
It was pretty funny because I never even knew who Neil was. He used to, when he announced for the Hurricanes at the Orange Bowl, and he lived in Kendall, he would stop at the Pizza Loft on his way home and pick food up. Had no idea who the guy was, never said anything, just regular customer came in, got his food, went home. And then evidently somebody had asked him during his radio show, which I had never even heard of AM at that time, you know, where do you get good Italian food? And he dropped the Pizza Loft name. And the next day and for a week, we had like double and triple the tables in our dining room. And I was asking the people, because they were new faces, you know, how did you find us? Because it was really set to be a takeout and delivery place. And they all said, Neil Rogers talked about you on the radio. I go, well, what station, you know? And then I turned it on, and I'm listening to it. And he's sitting there going, man, I'm hungry. I can't wait to get off the air. And that was my first phone call. And I called. I said, this is Jeff at the Pizza Loft, and I'll be happy to bring you food. And he said, come on down. And the rest was history. But that's how it all started.
People would ask me, because the salespeople would take me on sales calls with them and everything. And sometimes the sponsor would say, Neil's, you know, mean, and he might rip me and, you know, and insult me and everything like that. So you ever listen to the show? And they, and they go, you hear him, you know, talk about Jeff Cohen? It's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He's mean to Jeff and he insults him and everything on the air. And I said, if you ask Jeff if it hurts him that Neil rips him on the air and everything, he'd say, yeah, I soak the blood up with wads of cash from bleeding all over the place. That's what I used to wrap the wounds with, just big stacks of hundreds from the money that he makes me. And they're, oh, yeah. It's like, well, what do you want? You want Neil to be nice to you, or you want to make some money? Come on.
Yeah. I mean, he's the one that put me on the map. I was a struggling, small, another pizza joint until he grabbed hold of the place.
Well, there you go. That's great. And I know, and you know, the reason that you don't franchise is because you want to maintain the control of it, and I can certainly understand that. Although at some point, I'm going to franchise this out, and I don't care if I maintain control, so long as I can go to the beach.
Well, you know, it's a little easier to stick a mic in front of someone like you guys all just said. It tastes the same way.
Yeah,
that's because I'm making the sauce every morning.
Oh, the stick in the mic is easy. Having to deal with the technology is not. So I can't wait to not have to. And when there's a problem, it's not my problem anymore.
Right there, you
go. It's Jack's problem now.
Yeah.
I had a designated black guy to deal with problems now. Here's a little trick I learned from the South.
Clean some dishes. Run a board.
Run boards over there. Just
pick
wait.
Cotton.
There's going to be a mess. There's going to be a big mess here after the show.
Doesn't feel heavy. You don't feel like you just swallowed a bowling ball when you eat Jeff's food.
No, he doesn't put bowling balls in there. And the meatball,
no.
The meatball's as big as a bowling ball.
No, when I have a big Italian meal, sometimes like, I can't move. You eat it, Jeff's. It's nice.
No, it's mild. It's you know, I can't eat a lot of Italian anymore. The Jeff's food is very mild, very nice. It's not like all acidy. Not acidy, not heartburn.
I am Mr. Acid. Bring it
talking while you were in the bathroom, where you were lost looking for the bath. I know that there's advantages, because when I was in my ghetto apartment, it was very comfortable at the very least. But guests would show up and wonder where the hell they were. Like, what's this? You know, sometimes because I was producing shows for other people there, and they would book a big name person who would show up in a fancy car and even in a limo a couple times, and you could see their faces when they would get out. And you'd see them from the window. Where am I? Where did you bring me? But at least, the bathroom was steps from the studio.
And once you walked in, it was a cool place. I mean, anyone can have one of those sterile corporate studios like
this place was built in the 20s, and there's pictures of all old Hollywood all over the inside of this building, including of this building with all these Model Ts out front and a horse hitching on the hitch post. And I like it. I love my view. They got the beautiful view of Anya serving food over there. I turned Suds on to Anya.
Wow.
She's a beautiful, I don't know.
No, Suds is just turned on by
Sweden. Yeah. That's great. Great look at, and the Pizza Loft might not be close to us, but it's close to the roller rink. So what I'm going to try to do is, because I went skating last night, and I'm trying to get some momentum going with the crowd, and I think we're going to maybe hit Pizza Loft on the way.
Yeah, there you go.
Sud said, "Oh, I could go visit you," and I'm like, "Make it a Thursday, and we'll meet there, and then we can go skating, Suds." Because
I can go skating, but I just can't stop.
Hell on, you don't have to.
That's the only thing I've never been able to. No brakes.
Half the people there can't either. Don't worry, there's walls everywhere.
Well, there you go.
You'll stop.
Yeah,
trust me.
So where I got my flat face.
Is that where you got it?
Yeah.
I thought you got it running into sliding glass doors like me. That was the conversation at the beginning of the show. Sliding glass doors.
I feel supercharged.
Yes, I like nostalgia, and I like. Keeping things going like we always did on the Neil Rogers Show.
Well,
did you see the latest thread? Whatever happened to George Rodriguez on the Neil page? With my name spelled wrong.
Yeah. On the where?
With a G?
On the Neil Tribute Facebook page. Yeah, they spelled my name with a G.
No.
And so here come all the trolls out of the woodwork. Hey, he died. I heard he died.
I would have said yes. I died.
Yeah, I died. It's like
you'll never hear from me again.
If you wanna hear from me, like send a letter to the beach, because that's where I'm at. And by the way,
I would have wrote.
Isn't it funny?
I'm dying over here.
Yeah. Isn't that old school radio jargon for unemployed, for being unemployed? Oh, he's on the beach. They're on the beach right now. I used to think that was a bad thing.
Now it's literally
on the beach.
It always sounded very tempting to me.
I was out to lunch with a couple of my female friends who were just friends. We're Whiskey Tango, and we took a picture with our beers and everything, and one of our mutual friends posted, sarcastic. Must be. I could read the sarcasm. Must be nice. And I posted underneath it. We call this unemployment benefits, because everybody was between jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you never answered my question, though. Of course, we got sidetracked. But have you been to the
nude
hell of a beach?
No, I know
hell of a beach.
I know people that go to Hall over Beach,
aka
this might sound weird, but I have a negative body image. I'm embarrassed of my man boobs. You'd love to have boobs as big as mine, Boca. Oh, what you could do with these boobs. But I'm trying to get rid of them because.
You like it?
I don't know.
Somebody would have a red sports bra.
First of all. Hall over Beach is a hall. Like, I would have to actually drive. And the glory of Hollywood Beach is I can ride my bike there. From here.
It's like 10 minutes from here.
Driving!
Yeah.
Okay. Driving.
Fred.
I ride my bike to the beach where I can park for free, and I carry all my stuff, and I can roll the bike right up to a tree, and there I am. And so I get exercise. The beach is actually the payoff at the end of the first leg of my bike ride, and then my payoff when I get home is shower and bong. So there's always a reward at the end of my trip. I don't want to get in my car and drive ever at all anymore. As a matter of fact, driving to the roller rink and the Pizza Loft is all I want to do.
Yeah.
It's all the driving I want to do anymore. And Hall over, I've never been. Maybe I'll go with somebody. I don't know, but I'm a little self-conscious. Have you gone? That would be
years ago.
Numerous times.
No, but now,
this much I haven't been lately. No,
as a whatever it is that you're called these days.
Whatever it is.
Don't say tranny. Let's say tranny.
Don't say tranny. As a transgendered person.
So this tranny, has not.
That would be really funny. That would be a funny thing. I think.
They go there. I just never went.
No, if you went to the beach, would you tuck it in?
I'd wear a
like
bikini
Buffalo
top.
Bill. Would you like no, the nude beach. The nude beach.
You don't have to be nude just because you're on the nude beach.
I know.
Yeah.
It's not mandatory nudity. No.
What's the point then?
Hey George, the joke started off. A tranny is Spic and the nigga walk through.
Go to a nude beach.
Walk through the door.
Let me tell you something you need to know about trannies. Anyway, you got to be careful what day you go, George. Someday.
What? Is there a chart? Where do they post the calendar?
Sometimes that bit, the sausage party. You got to be careful.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna lay face down.
The Venus Schnitzel. The Venus Schnitzel.
Not tunning my buns today. Nope. No siree.
You'll wake up with a surprise.
I think Saturday is everybody goes, but weekdays, yes, stay on your beach.
George, why are you wearing Depends at the nude beach?
Well, that depends.
It depends. Right? Depends. We're winding up. We can start playing out music whenever you want.
Oh my gosh!
Can you look at what?
I can't see it.
What, the clock? It's 58. There's one on the wall there.
Is that what it says? Okay.
Yeah.
There's one.
Yeah, we got like 30 seconds now because for some reason the clocks didn't sync up, or they sunk up too late, or that clock is wrong. I have no idea what's going on. Thank you, Jeff, for bringing the wonderful food. Yeah, if that clock is wrong, all of a sudden
we got another hour and a half to argue about.
Yes, we do. Suds, thank you. Both, as always. Jack for running the board and cleaning up the mess afterwards. We'll be talking about Jeff some more and seeing you some more and having some more great shows. I have no idea what's going on.
Did I just get voluntold?
I might be at the beach.
I got laughter and it's scrambled my brain.
Bye, everybody.
I'm out of control, baby. It's my success I abuse. The party every night and get laid. And I like to drive my Viper when I'm plastered with scrambled brains.